All right, there we go. We are live on YouTube and TikTok. Today we are going to be talking about how to draw clothing.
It's gonna be fun.
Yippee! How is everybody doing? Everybody's been waiting. Ships are wonderful. Dahlia Pompoof. Stardust. Let's go. Lexi, Captain, hello.
I'm drawing Miki and Miko doodles.
Let me go to content updates. So yeah, how is everybody doing today? We're gonna get started relatively soon. Kind of jump in on the action.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go.
Hey Dahlia, hey Captain.
Loud typing, probably.
Probably. We're gonna do clothes today, which is gonna be super fun. And then the echo, so silly.
So dumb.
In this little doodle here, I have Miki as the fairy godmother, and she gives Miko a dress. She's like, "Oh, not bad. I did a pretty good job." There we go.
Look at this.
Oh, what is this?
Yes or no?
Yes. Hey Star. Hey Mindfuller. Hey
Anybody?
Cat.
On YouTube, can you see that poll? Hello, Cat. Hello, Chloe, Star, Mindfuller. What's going on?
Mm-hmm. It ain't a secret stream. It's a official stream. Official.
It is not a secret stream.
You're at school right now, Octo. Bro, what time is it there?
That is fantastic.
Don't get in trouble.
Get in trouble.
Get in trouble.
Teach them not to mess with.
Not to mess with the...
Yeah,
I don't know.
Teach them not to mess with the artist.
Yeah. Alright. Today's agenda on drawing clothes is... We're going to teach clothes a little bit differently today.
80% of people
80%
said
yes.
Yes.
So that means we're going to do act...
Who said no?
They ain't gonna show. Hey Lau, hey Jenny.
Well, an overwhelming majority of people on YouTube voted yes for Ack. Hello, Ginny, Alicia, Lau, Sofa,
Alicia's here.
Alicia.
I heard
Absolutely fantastic.
Alicia.
Mario Plumber, hello.
Hey.
It was me. I didn't know what Ack was. Now you do. How was y'all's weekend? It was good.
It was good.
What the heck did we even do this weekend? Went to the mall.
My school
walked
band
around at the mall a little bit.
My school banned phones this year, but they said as long as you don't get caught with it, it's fine.
You know, I like that.
I like
rule.
that. I like that rule too. At least it's like, okay, yeah, you can be sneaky about it. I'll turn a blind eye.
I do like when that happens.
Mm-hmm. Octo says, LOL Colton and his soundboard against the world.
Yeah. For real, for real.
Back then, we didn't have phones banned. That's crazy how people are banning phones nowadays.
I mean, phone GPT.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Oh, no, Chloe, that's horrible. Hey, Snaz. Cat and Girl Pringle, thank you for the follow.
What does that even mean? What's that? What question does that mean? I just said yes. It was the sound that you heard.
Yeah. That's what it was. That's what it was like.
Yeah.
So.
Cheeseburger. It was terrible. It was so terrible.
It's a state law now? What?
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's wild.
That's
Sucks
wild.
for anyone in school.
Yeah, we ain't in school
Not
anymore.
Not me. I'm bald. There aren't no bald people in school. I was just about to draw clothes. This is excellent timing.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Hey, Harlow GM, how are you doing?
This is excellent timing.
Ooh, Pompoof says there's a tier today. Love her. Yay!
Ooh,
I like tier.
Okay. What is this folder? There's nothing in that folder. Bro, I literally have almost the entire soundboard thing filled up.
Bro, that's wild. Alright, so we're going to talk about clothes differently today. We ain't going to go the usual tension and compression and simple folds. We're going to talk about how to simplify clothes.
Oh, yes.
With simple volumes, simple masses, and how to find the most important folds so you don't get, like, so many streaky lines on your clothes that it looks like it's all crinkled up from being in the dryer for too long. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. And we also have references up for us personally, so we'll probably show those. I don't know how do you know how to show those?
You have Discord on your phone.
I do have Discord, yes.
But you don't need to show them right now, probably.
I know. Yeah, I'll show them when I think is necessary. So, let me see, where can I start on this? I feel like I need to be in the teacher mode right now. Teacher entertainer mode. So cloth and 3D space. I think.
I teach school though, yes.
Oh. Interesting.
It's true. That all people aren't in the school, but I do teach school, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Tira today. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So. So this.
Hey, Rusty.
Is a piece of cloth that has no space and depth whatsoever. When you're drawing clothes, and you're thinking about like just shapes, two-dimensional shapes, it's not gonna work very well.
Wait, I'm gonna try something.
What?
So if you stuck a pin right here, you would basically have this length of the cloth, and then there would be one on this side, and there would probably also be one on this side.
Wait,
and
so
it would
be
probably
like...
look like this.
Wait. That's genius.
I didn't even think of that until now.
Whoa, cats and 140 roses? That's wild.
Wow.
And thank you for the hand hearts and the dolphin. That's crazy.
Oh, so it would kind of be like that. There'd be like a drop fold on both sides, basically.
Yeah, the physics.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you like pinned the corner.
This corner.
Yeah.
Whatever corner.
Then this side would be hanging the lowest, and then these two corners would be drop folds.
It's like you moved it over, and so like this would be like that, but this can't stay just flat like this. It's got to fold. So yeah, that would make sense. It would go like this. Wait, hold up. Drop fold on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Basically,
the 100 plus roses. Yes, Kat, thank you, and Pompoof, thank you for the tiny donies.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
Double, thank you for follow. Soren, thank
and
you for
hand
follow.
hearts.
Oh, hand
hearts
yes.
are way bigger than 100 plus roses. Those are 100.
That's crazy.
TikTok coins.
Leftover bacon grease. I'll take
no idea.
So yeah, what we're trying to do here is basically be like a cloth simulator. You know, if you guys ever done Blender?
Nope.
On 3D? Okay,
probably most of them
haven't.
And probably most of them don't have any idea what Marvelous Designer is.
I was just gonna say Marvelous Designer, but yeah, it's a very niche program.
These are high schoolers we're talking to. We need So, if some bully comes up and steals your lunch money, and you take his undies and put them over his head, what you get is very strong tension.
Underwear over his head?
Yeah.
So how would I do that?
It'd probably be like a face, and then it'd be like...
Oh, it's like an ultimate wedgie.
Yeah,
it's
it'd
like a veil.
Be like that.
Will we maybe go over maybe more compressed clothing? Yes. Well, I mean, what do you mean by compressed, actually? Do you mean like with a bunch of folds?
Struggle with that stuff?
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're going to teach clothing a little bit differently today. Generally, we teach it by starting off with tension and compression and the 7 basic folds. Mm-hmm. And you can find that on some past clothing streams. But today we're going to teach it a little bit differently and go into thinking about the space of folds a little bit more like volumetrically, like thinking about kind of the large masses. What can we simplify clothing into? Is it more like a cylinder? Mm-hmm. Is it more like a sphere? Is it more like a box or a cone?
Yeah.
Like a dress or a skirt. A lot of the time will kind of be like a cone that you sort of bend and stretch and flip around.
Yeah, like that.
And then maybe we'll talk about actually like applying some of those basic folds to that simple volume. And so we're kind of experimenting a little bit.
Yeah. Skirts can also have pleats, and you can also see folds on the other side. So yeah, this is what I think of cloth in my head. Cloth always has to wrap around something, especially when it's on a body. And if it doesn't really have anywhere to go, so it just kind of flops onto the ground like this. And even then, it still has form, right? This is what's called dead fold. But when you want to show folds, for example, you got to understand that you basically got a bunch of cylinders underneath. So let's just say we're going to draw a few cylinders like this, and they're, we're just going to overlap them a little bit and just see what happens. I don't like where this thing is going. So we'll do that. And basically what happens is we're just going to drape the fold over.
Make a drink.
Yeah, you can make a drink. Hey, Danny Draws. I used to sketch outfit concepts a lot for my old sewing class, but I forgot how to do it. Oh, I don't know about how to do that for sewing class. I know that maybe you would need to do patterns, but I think like if you want to like just draw clothes and stuff, that would, I don't know if that would be useful for sewing class. Anyways, so this is where you can decide how do you want the cloth to be draped over these forms. Do you want it like this? I'm going to use red for this. Do you want it to drape over like this and it's wrapping over the cylinders like this? That is totally fine, valid. This is a very droopy cloth, right? And that's how this cloth will function in this way. You can do it like that, or you can do it a little bit tighter. Like, so maybe the cloth drapes over the cylinder, but it's instead of it drooping like this, you could, hey, maybe make it a little bit straighter. But it's still wrapping over the cylinder. And maybe in this one, let's go straight up, like this. And this drapes down. It's kind of however you want to do it. Just really keep in mind that this is almost always wrapping over some simple form to create the certain effect. So like if you're drawing ruffles or any kind of drapery, if I'm drawing like a skirt, the skirt wraps around the thighs and the legs, and if you're going to put them together like this, this is what the basic forms of the legs are. You have your waistband, which is pretty tight on the waist, and then everything else kind of like wraps over the hips. And if it's like a really tight skirt, then it will wrap around the legs completely like a pencil skirt. Or if it's a little bit more draped and a little bit loose, it's going to look more like a cone, like this. And then what you'll see happen is there's an ellipse at the bottom, and you'll see folds gravitating
Am I late?
up here.
Not really.
Not really.
We've only been streaming for about 12, 13 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yay, learning.
Yay! Time to not have brain rot anymore.
Time to nourish and refill your brain up with cognitive vegetables. I don't know. With
Cognitive
curry.
With curry. With a
brain,
vegetable soup.
Brain curry.
So then what happens is, rather than just trying to fit like, okay, so this is how I used to see a lot of people draw clothes. They'll draw like this shape, which is not bad. But then what will happen is when they see the folds, they'll be like, I can't compute this, so I'm just gonna draw a bunch of lines like this and not really know what's happening. I can't really connect what's happening with the cloth in my brain. So what you need to try to do is try to think of the wireframe of the folds. Think, okay, here's a cylinder. This goes in, this goes out, this goes out, this goes in, this goes out. And it's all basically just a decision, right? So I feel like if you view cloth like this, it tends to be easier to show where the folds are coming from. And anytime you're drawing folds, there's almost always going to be some form of a starting point, which I think this reference right here is actually pretty good. So let me show you this really quick. This reference that I have up here. Here we go. Right here. Assuming my brightness is... There we go. So, these two are tension points. And here, these folds wrapping around the body is more like folds that wrap around the form. So that shows the cylinder of the body. So that's like the origin or the cause of these folds. So I think anytime that you're looking at folds, ask like, okay, what's causing it? What does this fold tell me? Does this fold tell me, hey, it's wrapping around this back because it's a little bit tighter around the body? And why is it, draping like this? Oh, it's because there's two areas of tension, which, you're grabbing onto the cloth, and then there's gravity. So that's what's causing this particular fold. So I would say analyze your folds and also try to simplify your folds and cloth in general with simple masses. So this is what we're going to cover. I would say anytime that you're drawing clothes on a person, always find out what's underneath, which is simplifying the body into cylinders or boxes, whichever one you prefer. I don't really care what you do. Just make sure that your proportions are correct, and you're just kind of trying overall to basically get the gesture or the overall pose, and then you're just drawing cloth over it. So in this reference, I'm looking at her feet. Her feet, one foot is in front of the other, and the foot is slightly twisted, so to the side. So that's how I'm going to base my pose based off of this. That's the folds that wrap around the body. I need so much help with that. Awesome. We're gonna do that. We're gonna cover that. I think a lot of times people get overwhelmed with folds because it just looks too complicated, and then they're just drawing lines. I would say it's not about trying to get the most perfect fold. It's just trying to figure out, what do I want to show? Do I want to show a bit of the body, or do I want it to be a bit baggier? How tight do I want to do it, right? Tighter folds will look like this. They'll be a lot more repetitive, and they'll be a lot faster. Thicker cloth tends to have folds that are literally larger in size, so, and not as frequent, right? Very, very frequent fast folds equals thinner material. This slower folds equals thicker material. So that's what, depends on what kind of outfit you're choosing, right? This is a pretty stiff outfit, so that's why you don't see like a crazy amount of folds on there. You only see it in areas like this compression area, which is the kind of around the waist and the hips. And so that's one of the parts where we're talking about, what are the most important folds in this particular outfit, because we don't want to overwhelm our viewer, right? We don't want to be like, if people are looking at our artwork, where we don't want them to be like, ew, what's going on? We want them to be like, that feels obvious, right? In a good way. So here is hands, simple hands. I'm not trying to be perfect here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squint, and we got to try to find all my masses. My largest mass, or my largest shape, is this shape right in here. It's kind of like a trapezoid, right? I see this shape right in here. This shape, these are triangles. This is a big trapezoid. Here can be simplified kind of like, just a cylinder with some kind of rectangular shape, and there's like this curve.
Tori.
Hey, Tori.
Found out why your free brush doesn't work. It's because I'm not using the official Apple Pencil.
Oh.
Yes, if you are using a non-Apple pencil and it does not have brush sensitivity, the brush works fine. Your pencil does not.
Yeah.
So no brush will work with sensitivity. It's just a Procreate brush.
Yeah.
It's just like all the other brushes on Procreate. Yeah. And bad news, Apple pencils are pretty stinking expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Unfortunately, can't do much about it. Meow, meow.
Meow, meow.
Hello, hello. How about when a shirt folds when someone is stretching? You mean like arms up, arms out? Yeah. Generally, you'll get a diaper fold.
You'll get a diaper fold that
and you'll
looks
get
like...
really heavy compression in the shoulders between the traps and your deltoids.
You'll get a fold that looks like this.
Yeah, a lot of the time you'll get a very heavy, and then you might even get a little kind of implying like a little pipe fold around the sides.
Yeah.
You'll probably see underneath of the
Hold up, I need to draw that. Like that.
Even like that.
And there's the body.
So you're going to get a diaper fold in the middle. You're going to get compression over the deltoid, between the deltoid and the trapezius, which is your muscles on your back right here that kind of create that slope. And then make sure that this is up and this is down.
Mm-hmm.
So the inside of the cloth is up, it's pulling up. The outside of the cloth is down, and then your tension is basically going to be coming from this area. And it's a diaper fold, so you have 2 tension points.
Yep.
And then the sagging of the cloth is going to happen inside of the, kind of in the chest area.
Yeah.
And not only
This
that,
part right here.
remember with a diaper fold, you're going to get this kind of look. And this is basically going to come out, in, like this. Can they see that?
Yeah, they saw most of that.
Sure, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get something like that. So with a diaper fold, it basically goes out in, and then if you want to shade a diaper fold, you got like this kind of stuff.
But what happens in this kind of diaper fold when someone is stretching is that these points are actually getting closer together. So that's what creates this kind of U shape. And you're basically combining that compression with the diaper fold. So it kind of looks like, it ends up looking like this.
What's up?
Like when you're folding your arms closer together.
What did you say before that?
Oh.
Something about like compressing
Oh,
certain thing?
I said when you're compressing these 2 points closer together, so it creates this U shape.
Yeah,
rather
it
than
will
this,
create like a very wide U, but it is a diaper fold.
It is a diaper fold for sure,
but
it's just you're combining.
Easier. I feel like it's easier to break it down with this and then go, but these are actually pulled closer together.
Yeah, because this is a diaper fold. You're just merging it.
Yeah, and also it completely depends on the stiffness of the shirt.
It does.
So like you may not get that particular U shape at all. Like that's a pretty stiff material. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the time, yeah, you will. Mm-hmm. Remember, want to strap a pencil? Been debating getting an iPad for both drawing and class notes. Interesting stuff. Do it. Do it. You won't. Do it. I don't know. It's up to you if you feel like you'll use it.
So
I love the iPads.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love the portability of them. I don't like drawing on them that much. That's just mostly because I'm not used to it.
Yeah. So then what I'll find is rather than just drawing this shape right here, which you can do, what I like to do is I'll think like this, but then I'm like, okay, well, what are the curves in here and in here now? So it's like you're starting off with something simple, and then you're like, okay, based off of this shape, I notice, hey, there's a curve right in here. Oh, and then there's another curve that dips like that. So you're starting simple, then morphing it. And then afterwards, you're going to decide, okay, how do I want to show form in this cloth? Here, it's very obvious that there is a tension fold right up here. These folds gravitate towards this hand. So there's going to be this really, really sharp fold that happens. And that's a very important fold to keep in mind of. Anything else, like all these wrinkles in here, those don't matter. I would say if you're trying to find the most important fold, just like squint really hard and find the areas that is most like prominent to you. So for me here, it's this, it's that, and it's that. And now I'm like, okay, now I know the simplest form or the simplest message that this is coming across. So all I have to do is just translate that into the drawing, and now you won't overwhelm your viewer. Here's another fold. And sometimes, one of the little hacks that I like to do for drawing really interesting clothing is add a little piece like that. Oh, fancy. And you can even see that right in here. There's a little piece right here from the cloth being folded up to the top, right? There's an excess cloth. And that's what I added right in here. Right, so I'm always just trying to analyze what's happening. Right here is that cloth. And then I'll okay, this is my front of the dress. Now I see all these other layers underneath. So this is the part where people can get a little bit confused over. This is a drop fold. It's more of like a decorative fold, but this can also happen with, these are also pipe folds. These are just a little bit prettier looking. So I would say to draw folds like this, you're basically just drawing like an S. And then you're choosing, okay, here's the front, here's the side, here's the back. Oh, it's that fold now. And you're just drawing that on the other side.
Yeah, it's almost like a drop fold a lot of the time. It feels like it's basically just a pipe fold hanging from a corner.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Like that.
Like it's a pipe fold where the corner is the lowest point rather than like kind of even, right? It's like this is going to be a corner right here.
Right. Yeah, that is a corner.
I've been thinking about better ways to like break it down and explain it, and that really does seem like what it is almost every time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so there we got kind of like the main shapes and kind of general form of what's happening in the cloth. Now all we have to do is start adding a little bit more, filling it in. You already got your base. Now all you have to do is just continue adding more to it. So that means, okay, how tight is this wrapping around the waist now? Okay, I see this and that. And once again, squint. I don't really see that much happening other than this one right here. and a little bit in beneath the chest. So all I have to do is just show a little bit of the folds wrapping over the form, and that's enough. Whoops, I did not show that in here, but that's enough. You don't have to do too much.
Yeah.
Show it wrapping, and look at this right in here. There's that
hook. I like calling it a hook.
Yeah.
The hook. Isn't that like something that's paranoid, Mr. Krabs?
Probably. I don't know. I don't remember. So like, please don't do this. Where is that going? I don't know where this fold is going.
Where is that going? You know what it makes me think of? It
What?
makes me think of like this.
Hey, Slay.
Yeah.
Yep. It looks like a face.
Like where the heck are those going?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you know another thing that I see a lot when
What?
people try to draw folds?
What?
And they're kind of like beginners.
What?
It looks kind of like you have like a shirt or something, right?
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I see that.
Yeah.
You're better off putting real folds in the wrong place than doing that, basically.
Yeah. This looks like shark gills.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Shark gills on a shirt. We don't want that. But it's like you're trying, right? You're trying to visualize what's happening with the folds.
Ribbed
But in
shirt gills.
Shirt gills, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead, I would say, okay, yeah. I mean, like technically, yes, you can see this kind of stuff right in here, but it's a very there's a purpose to this kind of fold, and it's also not super evenly spaced like this. There is a tension, and what's happening is this is what's happening. You're seeing this part of the picture. You're not seeing this, right? So when people are drawing folds like this, they don't really know where this fold is going. There's no point at which the fold comes to, a point, and that's kind of what folds do. Is you'll start with a point like this, and then it wraps around. Now, once again, not every fold has to have like this, but has to have this point. But a lot of folds do have this, and that's what actually makes cloth feel very dynamic, right? Especially around the shoulders, and especially if the tension is down below here, and you want the cloth to be tugging to this point, and you want to be wrapping around. That's totally valid, right? So really, try to make sure that when you're drawing folds, first of all, literally have it wrap around a form like this. This gives a lot of information. More information than you think it would. And then another type is to say, okay, let's say if I'm drawing like a sleeve, and this is my shoulder, tension, show where the fold's coming from. That feels more descriptive. And then what you can do is you can say, hey, I want to make this shape a little bit more interesting. Let's turn it into more of like a triangular shape, but it's all pointing to this point. And now it looks even more detailed than just drawing a bunch of random lines like this. So I really try to take you away from drawing these random lines and trying to get you to see, broader, more zoomed out. Like try to see clothes in more of like an omnipotent view, rather like meaning a third person view, like and more like you're the god of the cloth, not like, oh, I'm in the weeds. So just try that. I feel like just having that mentality makes clothing drawing way easier, and way more, and breaks it down way better than just trying to draw every single line that you see, because that's too confusing. So yeah, so here I'm looking at this. Here's this fold right here, and I'm really paying attention to how this fold goes out and in, out and in. I'm thinking about that cross line, or that just what's happening, the wireframe of the outfit. Here, this is where the cloth wraps around the waist, and it's usually at a bit of a peak. So rather than straight across like this, that's not very dynamic, hips are a tension point. And you want to wrap around like this, show a little bit of a dip. That's more interesting, right? More interesting. You're always trying to find areas of things that will make the outfit more unique. So straight lines rarely happens in cloth unless it's super tight. So I always say, well, not always, but I would say try to add a little bit more curves more often, even if you don't really see it. It's always good to add a little bit more curvature. Right, and all I did was just add a few lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, or this is one stroke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. That's it. And it feels good. Back from yelling at Clip Studio Paint, they said my password was too weak. Oh my gosh, I hate when that happens. Bye, Unlikely Hydra. Save this playlist to watch later. Hey, Tira.
You know what's always baffled me?
What?
How when you like do like your taxes or something, they're so obsessed with making sure that like you're paying them. Like, bro, how many people are trying to pay my taxes for me? like let them in, dude. Like if someone's actually trying to come in and pay them, like let them. I don't need protection against that.
I want people to pay my taxes.
I was thinking about the Clip Studio Paint password thing, and it was just like, man, you remember that? Like, dude, I wish people were trying to hack into my government crap, pay my taxes for me. Like, that'd make the world a better place.
That'd be
That was so random, but yes, 100%.
Yep.
It's not random. We're all thinking it, and anybody who's not thinking it because they're in high school, or they're going to be thinking it later on, and they'll remember this moment. Unlikely Hydra, hello.
So this, what I would do is I'll try to find the cloth that the fold that connects this, this, and that. So I have this, and that. That's all I'm gonna do. That's it. I'm not gonna add any more. Try to refrain from adding too much. Right? Here's another fold that comes out. And now feels very, very organized. It's very pretty. You can always add more details later, but I basically have what I want already drawn back in here, so I don't have to worry too much about adding. But another thing that I like to do is I will draw, like let's say if I have a fold like this, sometimes this doesn't feel very descriptive to me, so I will either show the underside of the fold like this, you know, that shows depth, or I can add another overlapping fold like this. Actually, this doesn't really look all that good, so I'll do this instead. Overlapping fold, you know, that feels more interesting to me. So try not to leave one fold alone, you know, it likes to have a companion. Clothes like to have friends too. And they like to show the other side.
Okay, Bob Ross.
I know.
Clothes like to have friends too. It's so true,
It
though.
is true. It is true.
That's storytelling, by the way.
Yeah, I like
psychology.
Adding. But it's like, you know, how lonely is this fold? Right?
It's good.
This is so lonely. Man, that's so boring. I don't like it. Oh, hey. Yippee. Yippee.
Or better yet.
Ooh. Fancy. Yay. You know, same thing with hair strands. Hair strands is like that too.
Hair strands. Oh yeah, and that goes down into big, medium, small. Big, medium, small. Big, medium. That's not it. That's an S. Medium. Big, medium, small. That's like one of the most foundational design principles you learn in pretty much any design class. Assuming it's a good design class. This is like one of the most foundational principles. Big things, medium things, and small things. And if you want to get a little bit technical, how do I know when something's big, medium, or small? If something's big, basically it needs to read as large. And if something's medium, you probably don't want it to be like this big. Because, like, maybe like
It's
this
like
big.
the contrast isn't big enough.
Because you need basically a large enough difference between your objects that your brain will immediately register them as different. If you have to think about the difference, it's not enough of a difference. So this would be big, and you're generally off going, say, big, medium, small. these are large. There's a large enough difference between these things that your brain doesn't have to think which one's bigger or which one's smaller.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the most useful design tips I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
And a lot of design is about making it so your viewer doesn't have to think about stuff. It's just like apparently obvious.
Yep, for sure.
So I would write that down, by the way. If anybody wants to become like a really good artist, that's like one of your most foundational principles. I think we learned that one from, I think Will Weston talked about that one. Basically, big, medium, and small. Usually it would be like 70-30. So like, what do you think? Like 30, like the first one, the second one is 30% of this one. The third one is 30% of that one.
Yeah.
But it's not exact.
It's not exact.
It's not exact. So when you're drawing folds, you can give a little friend and make sure that this one feels a lot bigger than this one, feels a lot bigger than that one.
Mm-hmm. And you can even add like a super teeny tiny one if you really want to.
And this is something you'll learn intuitively a lot of the time as well.
Yeah.
Like people who draw a lot, even if they don't formally learn this, they'll kind of get that muscle memory over time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ever want to teach, thank you for I just saw a thing pop up on my head.
Aww.
Thank you for the heart me crits.
Thanks for the tiny tiny too.
Yeah, if you ever want to teach this stuff, there's a lot of really good artists who are really bad at teaching, and the reason is because a lot of things they kind of just intuitively do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever want to teach something proper, like a course in the future, it would be worth it to kind of understand why you make certain decisions.
Yep.
Tiny Dinies are so cute. They're stinking
They are
cute. Did they show
cute.
up on screen, or is
I
it just
don't know.
like...
So if you're wondering what I'm drawing right now, I'm drawing this. I actually love this reference. It's so cool.
Oh, that's such a good
It's such a good reference. And what I would do is, I know that this part is the most complicated to draw. And once again, everybody gets too wound up in the details. They get too wound up in, holy crap, how do I draw this? I can't do this. I can't do that. Wow, how do I do? Once again, take a breath.
Yes.
Squint. Find the gesture, the shape. Think about that only first. Oh, what's this curve right in here? How big is it compared to this curve? What did you get?
Witch's brew.
Witch's brew.
Mm-hmm. You gonna drink?
Oh yeah. Right?
Ooh, Tori, cooking.
Cooking.
Cooking up something yummy.
What was it? Okay, so yeah. I see this curve right here. Boom. I want to draw that S curve. And cloth is full of S curves. You can see there's so many S curves. There's one S curve right here. Two, you can even argue that this could be an S curve if you really wanted to, if you make like a really, really subtle one. Here is the only part where I would make it a straight, and there's a purpose to it, and that's because that's the knees, right? So what this person is doing is they're sitting, and this is how the cloth is wrapping over the pants. Oh, it's not the pants, the bum or the legs, whatever. Right? So that's why this is more straight than the rest of the outfit. It's because this is a landmark. This is like a bony part, right? So you want to think about that as well. And then what I would do is, once again, I'm not doing any folds just yet. I'm now going to think about what's the different components in this outfit. You know, there's the ruffle component, and then there's a simple component. That's not really simple, but there's like the part that isn't a ruffle. And that is all separated. So here, it's separated by this line right here. And I would even say that this is actually a little bit shorter. So what I can do is I can just extend this really quick, and now I have separated these two components. And I can always say, okay, here's my ruffle. Here's my skirt. And these will be drawn kind of differently, right? So let me just draw the feet underneath, because usually feet likes to pop out, especially in this kind of pose. There we go. And always show the underside as well. There's an underside to everything, especially cloth. Ruffles, cloth, whatever. There's gonna be an underside. So this is like the main component of the main gesture of this outfit, or of this section. So now all I have to do is think, okay, where is this cloth coming from? I see this U shape right here. So now I'm thinking, where's the origin point? The origin point starts from the waist, goes down and travels to this point right here, which is where the knees are. So that's like a collective, or not collective. This is like a very, very iconic fold. I'm gonna add that in there. Here's some compression folds. From, starting from the compression where the hips and the legs bend. So there's always going to be some sort of compression in there. And all this stuff is more just superfluous detail, or like just kind of whatever detail.
Crystal, hello.
Hey, Crystal.
Thank you for the follows. Dextrob, Arts, Hashira, Togo, Hoshi, Charel, Hunt, Bob, Samano, Akari, Yui. Welcome. Thanks for the follows.
Thank you.
By the way, if you are new, you can come over and say hi. We'll give you a shout out and welcome you to the channel. If you have not tapped into the live stream, what are ya doing? This is a really fun live stream, and we'll say hi to you as well.
Yeah. So what happens with these folds is that the folds, without it crinkling, looks like this. But when it's crinkled or pushed in some way, it's gonna look more like a diamond shape.
Wait a second.
What?
You're drawing as small as I do.
I
Yes!
am. Oh my gosh, I am drawing as small as you are. How the heck did that happen? Oh well. Oh my gosh,
I
that's
just
so
noticed the little
small.
pixels. That's
Wow.
what you feel like, bro.
That
I
is
would
what-
make an entire illustration that size.
You would. You really would. Oh, it came from Ibis Paint and Seed.
Awesome.
Hey, Ibis Paint is great. At least I think it is. I mean, I tried it a little bit, and I'm like, oh, this is fun.
Thank you for the tiny battles, palm poof, and crits, and have a good time learning how to draw aesthetic water. Is it better to break up shapes by triangles and rectangle rather than smooth lines? I feel more comfortable drawing with angular shapes. It's totally up to you.
Totally
you can break
up to
down them either way. It's definitely going to affect your style a lot, how you interpret shapes. So I would experiment it. Try different stuff. But there's no right, no wrong with that for sure.
So yeah, there's also, this is also just more like visual library things. But if you see like this little seam right in here, that is where a bunch of cloth comes together and creates these little tiny folds right in here. So the more you add this to a ruffle area, that's gonna be really, really nice looking.
I'm loving this live. Awesome.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Glad you enjoy it.
Yeah, we do this pretty regularly. We teach and stuff. This, we usually do like more kind of chaotic tutorial streams.
Oh, I totally forgot about these.
Yeah, we usually do more random tutorial streams, but these days, well, sometimes we'll do like more on topic streams. So yeah, today's topic is clothing. So
Look
here,
at these, bro. These are so cool.
how I did these ruffles. Oh, I love these. You want to show them? These are head models.
Yes.
We're currently doing some 3D modeling of heads for reference later on. So once these are all done, we're actually going to be planning to make a class with these as well, to sell as well. So
There's the
don't worry,
adult male
you guys
one.
will be able to get these someday in the future.
Yeah. So how many people out there find a lot of a reference, but they don't find like different types of heads? Like,
Bro.
an anime reference of this guy at any angle is kind of difficult to find. Or like a teen boy, for example. Like here's kind of your average teen boy anime reference. Here's like an adult female right here. So we actually made a whole bunch of models of every single head type. And we've been cooking up that. It's always just front faced or 3/4. Yeah, I know. And the cool thing about these is we 3D printed them with enough wall loops. Not that you need to know what that means. So you can actually get really good shadows and light on them. So for example, you want to light the head from below. Let me brighten that up. You want to light the head from below. You want to light it from the side,
Ooh, fancy.
top. That's kind of like butterfly lighting right there.
Yeah.
So you can light these from all different angles, and it works so well.
I actually really like the ones without the eye details on it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Below, the side, contre-jour.
What's contre-jour?
Like,
Oh, rim?
Kind of like
Oh,
rim
okay.
behind. I think it's like behind the lighting is kind of more the. The heads can be so limited for references. Yeah, and there's a bunch of angles and stuff.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I mean, if a character had horns, that would be kind of cool. How would I do this? I'd make like a little horn. It's actually not a bad idea.
A horn is just a curved cylinder. No, a curved cone. It's like you draw a cone and then you just like...
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. Will that stick?
Yeah, I mean, it's a kneaded eraser.
Wait, that's so cool.
It's kind of not a bad
Whoa,
idea.
that's so cool. Chat, you have a horn
Chat,
character? Wait,
kneaded eraser horns. Who
Wait,
gave Asher? What a fun idea.
I want to do 2 horns. Hold up.
Here's another.
Oh.
Blep.
Blep. I'm not very good at sculpting.
Suffering from art block. I would say if you're suffering from art block, like try to figure out what is causing it. Is it a lack of ideas? Is it a lack of like skill and foundation? Are you putting too much pressure on yourself and burning yourself out?
2 horns.
Yeah.
It looks horrible though. My horn looks horrible. Can you use Lumith method to draw this type of head?
You
Yeah,
could.
you could.
It'd be different proportions.
It would be different proportions and slightly different forms, like softer forms versus like more chiseled forms. That would be up to you.
Yeah, the Loomis method is really just a process for drawing heads. It's I mean, it's really just like a sphere. You shave off the sides, you put a wedge in it. Like you can do that with any proportion you want. Most professional artists don't use the Loomis method. Most of them use like a hybrid between, like, basically their favorite way to draw heads. So we don't actually use the Loomis method all that often.
Someone's asking how to make a cloth feel more 3D.
Baldur's Gate 3OC, nice.
One thing is
How to draw what?
how to make cloth more 3-dimensional.
Oh.
It's
You gotta get good
just
at
gotta-
dimensional drawing.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's like dimensional drawing is sort of like this passive skill that when you know
Yeah.
how to do it, you just start thinking in 3D and everything you draw just exists in 3D space.
Yeah.
So like, I would honestly say if you want to get better at drawing clothes in 3D, just get better in drawing in 3D in general. Where was that?
I think it was higher up in the chat.
Okay.
I can show you some exercises that you can try. We also teach, clothing and this kind of dimensional drawing in our anime art school. But this is basically what I have you go through. Understanding your, the forms of the body, so that when you wrap clothes around it, it feels more 3-dimensional, right? For instance, cylinders, you can try to wrap the cloth around it, show the other side, show the overlaps as it goes around. Draw wireframes showing how you're thinking about the cloth in 3D space. That's what helps me a lot. Literally doing things like this, where you're drawing the mannequin, you're drawing how the cloth wraps around really simply. And then all you have to do with the folds is just reinforce that idea.
That's awesome, Artemis. Apple Pencil. Woo! Let's go.
Yeah.
Were you the one that was like, oh, my dad bought me an Apple Pencil, but it was a knockoff and it doesn't work?
Oh.
And you were like sad?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Aww.
Let's see. Drawing makes me nervous. I'm scared to mess up even though I know I'll never show anyone. Honestly, there's no risk.
There's no risk.
Drawing has 0 risk. Like, there's infinite paper, there's infinite pencils, there's infinite canvases. It's almost like this kind of, what would it be? It's like kind of the way that you view the world that makes drawing scary.
Yeah.
It's like the way that you kind of view art, maybe like sort of like a scarcity mindset or like a mindset that
you can't get things right, or
Yeah.
like you're always fail, or something like that.
I would say if you're afraid of drawing and doing stuff wrong, it's usually at the level of what you like fundamentally believe about art and creating and risk. So I would probably attack it from that direction.
Right.
It's like a really deep topic. Usually, if you can get that figured out, it'll be like instantly, like once you get it figured out and you solve that problem, it'll be like instant no more fear. It's kind of like that.
It is.
It's about perspective. Yeah. I totally agree with that. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I've had a lot of stuff in my life where I just fundamentally viewed things in a way that was really limiting my ability to do things. And once I realized it, it like hit me, and all of a sudden it's like all the resistance went away. I can't really help you other than that because I don't really know exactly what the problem is. It's usually like personal.
Yeah, it's usually personal
But
beliefs.
I can pretty much guarantee you it's like a deeper, more fundamental thing rather than having to do with art.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of the time it's actually quite easy to fix. Like you'll just hear something one day, like you just kind of keep an eye out or read some books or watch some videos on it, and you'll hear it, and all of a sudden when you're ready, your mind will just go, "Oh my gosh, I get it," and then it'll switch.
Yep.
So it's not like this huge uphill, massive
Discipline.
journey.
Yeah. It's not something that you can like just force it out of your brain. It's more of like a changing of your mind. How do you know where to do the folds? Well, actually, luckily I have reference. But what I think about is, okay, a lot of the time folds will happen in very similar areas.
Yeah.
So if it's a baggy clothes like this, you'll almost always see bagginess in here with this kind of shape where it's like diamonds and triangles. You'll see a lot of folds going downward from the shoulders. So that's a very common area. And you'll generally see some folds in between, between this compression and tension. So I'll just show another one, like right here, for example. When the cloth, or when the knee is moving to the other side, that affects the cloth. So this is showing that the leg has moved and it's creating tension towards the crotch and the kneecap, right? And you'll also see that folds happen towards the bottom of the ankles, or towards the ankles, because that's where the cloth rests, and therefore you'll see a lot of bulging. Like this.
Couple questions. I got an Apple Pencil Pro. Is that good? I never used one before and got it recently. I mean, yeah, I'd say pretty much all Apple Pencils the same. You have to use the Pro with an iPad Pro, I believe.
Yeah, with an iPad Pro.
Make sure it's compatible, but all the Apple Pencils are good. I don't know how to start. Feel like I got into drawing late and there's so many things to learn. That to me immediately implies a scarcity mindset. And I want to tell you, there is no scarcity. You're not late. You can spend as much time as you want learning art and enjoy and explore every part. You're not behind. There is no behind. It's an illusion. Whether you're 18, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, there is no scarcity. There's no behind. An hour is an hour no matter what age you are. An hour is an hour for someone who's 60 as well as someone who's 18. I used to think that way, and I would get really stressed out about getting better and feel like I'm behind, and it would create like negative feedback loops where I would criticize myself, and it made me burned out to art for years.
And you wouldn't end up drawing as much.
There is no scarcity.
Yeah.
Just create art for the sake of enjoying art. And like the real scarcity is like making art and not even liking it.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. But being behind other people 10 years younger than you making amazing art, like, doesn't matter. What about when you're like 40 and there's 30-year-olds who are making better art? Like, there's a lot of art. What about when you're 60 and there's 50-year-olds making good art? It's all an illusion. Oh, there's a 13-year-old out there who's so good.
Who cares?
So what? Like,
we don't even know if they're gonna be drawing and when they're like 30, you know?
And it's not a competition.
It's not. It really isn't.
I would say be careful of scarcity mindsets. It's not real. It's like, it's an illusion.
Yeah.
You can draw and enjoy it at any age. You can get good at any age. I've got friends who are professionals. They started drawing in their 30s for the very first time. If they were like, oh my gosh, there's a 13-year-old out there who's so good. Well, now they're professionals and making a living off of it.
Well, I think it's almost like they think that oh, the epitome of art is when you're super young and you're super good at art. But like
Yeah.
that's not really true. That's not even
It's
how
just
art
an
is.
illusion.
It is an illusion. It's also like this kind of false belief of what you think good art is, or like to be a true artist. Like age doesn't matter. Age really doesn't matter.
Comparison. Ignore comparisons. Just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that used to really plague me. That was something that would plague me so much. Is I was in this belief that there was just scarcity. Like, I didn't have enough time. I was running out of time. I'm already this old. Oh my gosh. I need to start learning anatomy. And I'm already this old. And other people who are younger than me know it so much better. It's like, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Just get started. Enjoy the process. Focus on enjoying art. Just focus on considering it a win if you show up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And it's like, 18 is so young. Gary Vee has a lot of content on people feeling like they're behind. And it's all an illusion.
Yeah.
It's all an illusion. My friend, oh my gosh, he went to art center. He was in my class. I tell this story all the time. His name was Ben, and he was in his 30s. He was like 33, like 32 or 33. He went to art center, and he just started drawing. He was sharing classes with a bunch of very wealthy, very talented 17, 18, 19-year-olds who were going to one of the most prestigious design schools. Got all the resources, got all the time in the world. They were already super talented at art, taking classes from really high-level designers. And he was brand new. He just started drawing. He was in his 30s. Then he dropped out of art center to study art on his own and take mentorships. He outworked all of them. He got hired on the Blizzard Overwatch team as a concept artist. And a lot of the people in my class, their goals was like Blizzard and Riot. He got the job because he outworked him. He didn't focus on, oh, they're young, oh, they're talented, oh, they've got all these resources. He just buckled down and got to work and tried to get better every day. And I think that's really inspiring. Another one of my best friends, Dan, he's currently second in command at one of the largest concept art studios in the world, Terraform. And he got started in his 30s. He was in the oil and gas industry, and all of a sudden he was in his 30s. He was like, I want to be an artist. I've always wanted to be an artist. Moved to LA, Pasadena. And he was like, I don't know anyone out here, and I'll just learn. I'll just meet people, and I'll take mentorships and take school. He was signed up to go to Art Center. He dropped out before he even started Art Center, because Art Center's stinking expensive. And it took him 4, 5, 6 years, I think. I don't remember how many years ago. It's like 7 years maybe total.
Wow.
Till now, 7 years ago.
Wow, that's crazy.
And got super good.
Yeah.
He's he's an art director at one of the biggest concept art studios now. And then he just moved. He moved out. He's like, I don't really like California that much, but he needed to be there for a while, and then he moved away, and now he's in Texas, and he's sailing.
And now he's trying different things. That's fun.
So like, if you think you're behind, especially if you're young, if you're like under, I don't even know, like 60, 65, 70, 80, I don't know. Like, there is literally no age at which you're behind, because if you enjoy making art, you win. Like, you're winning. If you're like, you don't have to be super good to enjoy making art.
Yeah.
You can live your best life at any age, at any second, no matter where other people are in relation to you. That's winning. Like, if you sit down and draw and you liked it, that's a dub. What's your best tip for when I draw clothes, they always look really bulky and unnatural? Sounds like a material problem.
Sounds like a material problem. So like, bulkiness happens when. Okay, let me just draw a mannequin really quick. So if you find that you have like a lot of bulk, like everything just looks like layers upon layers. How do I even draw this? I'm trying to imagine this in my head. That's hard.
How would you draw cartoon-ish kids' eyes?
I don't think we're covering eyes today.
It's kind of personal preference.
It's
too.
personal preference, yeah.
How would you draw it? That's probably the better question.
Yeah, how would you want to draw?
develop your own way to draw it. Look at, I mean, I guess you might be just asking, like, how would you draw it, just for reference purposes? But we're not covering eyes and heads and faces and stuff today. It's just a clothing stream.
Yeah, so if you find that your cloth, first of all, imagine how thick or thin it is compared to compared to your body. If you want a thinner material and it's also tighter, you will follow the contour of the body more closely. Right? Not a lot of bagginess like this. Not a lot of spacing like this. This creates spacing. This shows that this is a baggy outfit. Right? So if you want to draw like a tighter shirt, wrap it around the form closely. Have a little bit of overlap. Now this doesn't feel like super clunky anymore, right? And then what you would do is then decide, do I want this to be a looser or a thicker material? Thicker material tends to be bulkier, so that means like, coats, right? If you're drawing like a sweater or hoodie, that one will have a lot of spacing. That will have a lot of space between the cloth and the actual skin, and you'll see less folds. So here, not a lot of definition in the body, not a lot of definition in the arm, so everything's kind of amorphous, so that can make your clothes feel kind of bulky. But if this is the purpose of it, then that's totally fine, right? Bulkiness has a lot of excess fabric, so that means it pulls down at a certain point, creating larger and softer folds. So if you have a lot of clothes that are spaced out like this, very, very minimal folds, that will feel bulky. But if you have cloth that is looser, your folds will be a lot more frequent and also a little bit sharper and closer together, right? So this versus this. Understand how the folds react depending on the material. And when you're drawing something that's tight, always make sure that your folds wrap around the body. I need to draw this a little bit better. Whether that be using diamonds or triangles, whichever, if it's compression. This particular S-curve wraps over the hips. That's a very common gesture that you'll find, right? And now that feels like it's kind of looser and not super baggy, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, sharp. So soft versus sharp lines. Here, sharp folds. Very, very angular, very direct, very fast. Softer folds, meaning rounder folds like this, and also slower. So I think a lot of it is just being conscious of what kind of line you're drawing for your folds. And then that will that will make your outfit look a lot sharper and crisper, right? So for instance, if we look at this outfit right in here, look at the folds in here. Kind of soft looking, very round looking, not a lot of sharpness. Yeah, there's like some areas of sharpness, but that's more about the lighting. But like if you look at these edges, it's very, very rounded, and that that shows me that this is a thicker and softer cloth, right? Let's see, what other ones do I have? This one, very good example. Crisp, sharp folds, very thin material because there's so much folds happening all at once. This is, to me, a much crisper and thinner material in comparison to the previous one, right? Lots of evolved body type, clothing type, density, gravity, position. Oh yeah, for sure. It's a lot of all those things really culminate into clothing drawing. That's why it's so important to break it down, and that's what we help you do in Anime Art School, which we haven't talked about yet.
Someone asked about drawing logos on clothes.
That's interesting.
How do you place and draw wrinkles in? No, not that one. It was a different one. I think someone asked about drawing like a logo on clothing folds and stuff. So before we talk about that, I have to preface, generally costume and clothing designers don't do that.
Yeah.
And the reason is because a lot of the time it disrupts the clarity of a design. So usually, not always, there are absolutely exceptions, but usually when someone's drawing clothes, they're either drawing for like graphic or drawing for like light and shadow. And so if you're drawing, say, a logo on a shirt, if you have a whole bunch of folds going through that logo, the logo gets less clear. And because art is like a language of communication, usually they'll just simplify the folds so much that the logo isn't even distorted a lot of the time.
It's like flat.
However, if you do want to draw a logo or something on folds, you have to think of, I just did like a really quick little thing. You have to think of like the 3-dimensional space, like the distortion, right? So like here's a strip of fabric. Imagine this says like a word on it, right? And so you could basically grid this out right here like this, and you could write your letters or your word on it. If it's going over a cylinder, because a lot of the time folds break down into cylinders, like all this stuff is basically cylindrical based. You're essentially going to be wrapping everything around a cylinder. So like all of your logos, all of your stuff pretty much is going to be wrapping around cylinders. And I would say if you're going to draw a graphic or something on a cylinder, chart it out with a little bit of a grid. It'll help you with placement.
Yeah, that's really good.
But a lot of the time you'll get artists will err on the side of clarity for logos and graphics. Like, I mean, look at like One Punch Man, right? He has like the Opie shirt or whatever. Like, they never draw folds over it.
Nope.
It's
just
always
flat.
just the logo showing. And I think that's probably one of the worst examples I could possibly come up with.
Well, like even like Bulma, for example.
Yeah,
like,
Bulma.
Bulma's shirt is literally just Bulma.
Yeah, and like they'll very rarely draw
Sometimes
folds
they'll
over
just-
it. So just be, or it'd be super,
so
super
subtle,
subtle,
like-
right? What they won't do is draw like a super hardcore lighting with light and shadow, and then a graphic that you can't even read.
Yeah. Like
So
if
just
you have
be aware of that sort of
if
thing.
you have a graphic like this.
Ruffles tutorial? Oh yeah,
Oh
you read my
yeah.
mind.
What I would do is if I have like this large area of logo, and it's traveling across this whole thing here, I would follow that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I wanted to be a bit more accurate.
Yeah, and the rectangle, the integrity of that rectangle stays intact.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to you'll want to use artistic liberty in order to, basically, you're gonna cheat it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna cheat it. So artists, and if you're learning, by the way, regulars, write this down. Artists tell lies in order to tell a greater truth. Or rather, artists tell little white lies in order to make the truth more clear. And so you're going to cheat things. You're going to draw things that aren't accurate in order to make things more clear.
Yep.
I learned that one from Nathan Fowkes. He talks about that a lot. If you don't know Nathan Fowkes, NATHANFOWKES, I learned that one from him. Artists tell little white lies in order to hint at a greater truth. And that is so true. That is so true. You simplify folds. I mean, we're literally taking an oil painting class from a really, really good oil painter. And he's like, oh, don't draw all those folds. Just make the whole side of this shirt just a flat graphic, because we don't want to distract people from what we want them to look at. Like the greater truth of our image. You don't want that to be bogged down by a bunch of details.
Yep. And sometimes what I would even do for logos is just mass it out.
Lie to make truths more obvious. Yes, so you would like not draw certain folds that you don't want people to look at.
Because it will
Happens
distract.
all the time in painting. You're doing a drawing from real life. You leave out a stop sign. You leave out a car parked in front of a house. There's a really terrible, stinky garbage can in front of a beautiful area that you're drawing. You just leave the garbage can out.
Well, I think it's because people, like, the assumption of drawing something from reference or whatever is, like, trying to show everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have to draw everything that I see, but that's not true.
Yeah. You draw, there's like a big, really noisy fold in the shirt. You're just like, I'm just going to leave that out. I'm just going to draw this and that, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like art directing. That's design. That is part of design, by the way. Design is not only like what do you include, but what you don't include.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at this
Gripper,
one.
glad you find it helpful.
So cool. Yeah. Folds that describe the form. It's not
Juicy.
very juicy, but it starts. You can see how it wraps around the waist. It's really interesting. This is not the best photo, but it's so cool. This is a pretty good one. Oh yeah, folds that originate from the shoulder. Boom, boom, boom. There's an origin point.
Yeah.
Origin point. Find your origin points, and then you'll be able to tell, like, okay, where are all these folds coming from? Basically, if you find this pattern where the fold is wide at first. Come on. It's wide at first. But then it gets narrower. That's kind of like where your hint is. That's where it's going to be. So when you're drawing skirts, when you're drawing ruffles, think about that. So like for instance, if you're going to draw a ruffle, let's find a good ruffle. Ooh, these are fun.
That's so cute.
I know, it's so cute.
Do you want to look at it here?
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, or you could just kind of draw your ruffles that you do like from imagination. Clearly.
Yeah.
Something simple.
Can you draw old money style on a woman clothing? Old money is more like an aesthetic, and that generally you would have to do some research on it. I can't necessarily say that this is old money, whatever, because that's more of like taste and research. I would just research a lot of old money style outfits and describe what you want to show, like, because it's usually very simple kind of clothing. It's like a hidden luxury, right?
If you want to draw old money style clothing, yeah, absolutely, it's research. I would literally fill like 20 pages of a sketchbook with drawings of it.
Yeah.
Just pencil sketches, pen sketches. Get on it. I don't know. Other than that, I can say thoughts on realism. It's what everything else derives from. Yeah. So absolutely essential. I mean, if you want to get really good, you can't avoid it. You can't not learn it. You have to if you want to get really good, because everything else is a derivative of realism. Everything else is just a simplification of it. All light, shadow, color.
Yep. So what I did for this ruffle here was I drew a bunch of you know what, let's do an even one first. Ruffles is basically just a bunch of compound cylinders that is cinched to a kind of like a section of cloth, or to like this little section right here, and it's all being bunched together. So that's why it gets narrower to a certain point.
Ooh, by the way, notice in Christina's drawing, she's got like loop-de-loops within a larger loop-de-loop. So she's got like a big loop-de-loop right here. Loop-de-loop. Right? She's got a big loop-de-loop here. She's got a loop-de-loop inside of it. And then she's got a little one over here. That's design. And then it's like empty area right here on the side.
Yep.
So that's all design.
Design.
What?
Well, not all ruffles are spaced out equally. A lot of them have like a lot of variety. So like, if this is boring to you, that's okay. Not all ruffles look like this, right? And I think the key about ruffles is showing the loop, drawing under the loop, like this. This right here, there's gonna be like a pipe. So there's gonna be like a fold. It's a little peak. It's a little mountain. Going over like this. That's why I'm always saying think of the wireframe, right?
I think a lot of the time when people start drawing, things are so complicated and overwhelming that they kind of like try and imply density of something rather than actually drawing it. But like you'll notice with Christina, she's actually drawing each individual pipe. Like you can track this pipe all the way around.
Yeah.
And into that pipe. And so if you're just starting drawing, this is totally normal that you can't kind of like handle all of this detail and information. If you can't handle something complicated, just try. Like try to do it. It's just the practice and the repetition.
Yeah. How to draw ruffles from the side? I don't know what you mean by the side, because like, I mean, a side view ruffle would just, if you mean like something like this, that's a little bit more compressed, like, you would just show, I don't know exactly how to explain.
The inside.
Like you would just show the overlaps like this, rather than showing the ruffle spaced out horizontally. You would show the ruffle. Let me think of how to describe it. So let me think. Okay, so let's say you have like a ruffle that on the side or from the front view looks like this. Right? Let's say it's like a maid outfit, and this is like the apron, and this is the sleeve of the apron. Right? The ruffle is, here's a sleeve, and then the ruffle comes over to the side, and then when you turn it over to the other side, you basically see this. Here's a sleeve, Here's the inside of this ruffle, and there's just a hint of this side right in here. But the ruffle underneath would basically be like an inverted ruffle. It would just kind of look the same. If that makes sense. A little bit hard to explain because I don't really draw a lot of side view ruffles. But another thing that you can do is do a bunch of overlaps like this. If you're talking more about something like that's going away from you, more to the side, right? Because when it's coming towards the front, you see a lot of the surface of the ruffle, but as you go towards the side of the ruffle, you see more triangles that are getting smaller and smaller. Hopefully that makes sense. How do you draw lace? Lace is fun. Let me try to find a good example.
By the way, if you guys want to break things up evenly,
I found one.
like if you want to draw a type of clothing and you want to break it up evenly, just go like half, 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 and then you can go like that sort of thing. So if this is like clothing that you want to have a specific number of like elements on it or whatever, and if you don't want to break it up evenly into like even numbers, you could break it up into odd numbers by going like third, like this. But I would say make tick marks. And you can really do that on anything as well. So like if you draw a cylinder, you can split it in half, and you can have tick marks showing you where elements are on the cylinder, like this kind of thing.
Ooh.
So it works in 3D as well. So
Yeah.
if you want to like connect the apron to the right spot in 3-dimensional space, if you want like a certain amount of ruffles around the body, you can break it up like that.
We'll cover some shoes, like high heels and
So
stuff.
you're gonna cover some
Lace. Yeah, I found some really interesting lace here. This I think as a kid I would have been like, I want to draw all this stuff. If you squint, you don't see any of that. In fact, when people draw lace, they'll usually do something like this. So if I were to draw this lace right here, this bit of lace,
Maybe like implied detail.
it would be implied detail. But this is I'll do simple then to more complex. So if I were to do lace in the simple way, just something like this would do great. Right? Maybe add a little bit of implication of where this lace is coming from. You know, that's a really simple version of lace. If you want to do something a little bit more smaller, you can do something like this. Or change the shape of it. You know, that's a very simple way to do lace. If you want to do something a bit more complex, you can shade it a little bit. And this is generally how far I would go. And I would like imply little bits of indication of detail. I'm not going to imply everything, but I'm just going to show you that there's just more going on than this, right? So now this feels a little bit more like a transparent lace with just a hint of detail. And if you want to go obviously more complex, you know, then you'll need to go and add smaller details, but I generally won't really go there unless I really think it's necessary. You know, but what I will do is, let's say I have a strip that looks like this. I'll just try to find the...
You would like design the pattern.
I would just, yeah, exactly.
It would really work off of those tick marks. Like if you want to draw lace by hand, you would essentially just create tick marks to measure.
Yeah.
So it keeps the correct size.
Yeah.
Christina, though, is not an artist that... what is it? How do you say it exactly? Like, you're not really the type of artist who spends hours and hours detailing.
Yeah.
She doesn't enjoy doing that kind of work very often. She's more of the quantity over detail. I don't want to say quality because I don't think detail necessarily improves the quality. I would say like she tends to draw quantity over detail.
Yeah. So sometimes I would like design it on the side, and you know this still kind of looks a bit too busy for me. But if I wanted to like imply it, I'll like keep this in mind, right? And then I'll be like, okay, how, in what ways can I simplify it? Well, I can do this. I can add those flowers, space them out how I want in the design, and probably just leave it at that. That's what I would do, because my goal is to just get the lace down and imply that, okay, yeah, to this person, oh yeah, this is lace. I'm not trying to draw every single detail in the lace. Does that make sense?
If she absolutely had to draw lace, she would probably go and make a custom brush just for the lace.
Yeah, I would.
If you know digital art, you probably better off just making a custom brush for a specific lace, depending on how much of it you have to draw.
Yeah.
But that's like the concept artist in us speaking. That's like the freelance artist that values speed. Neither of us really enjoy spending hours and hours rendering a bunch of lace.
Yeah.
Not that we couldn't. It would just be, I'd rather get to the next idea.
Yeah, like, okay, so if you want to do it really quickly as well by rendering it, yeah. You can shade it, and then what you can do is take an eraser. Draw designs in it.
Yeah. You know, Feng talked about this sort of thing in FZD.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a lot of subdividing and playing with shapes within shapes. And he actually used to talk about it where a lot of students would have like really, really, really detailed work, but they'd never get hired.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how like design like this is actually relatively easy.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like what people do in the side of their notebooks when they're bored in class. It's
oh my
like,
gosh, I could literally...
like taking shapes and like subdividing them into different shapes.
Oh, that looks like lace already.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's fun.
It is fun. It's something that I would do on my spare time.
Where can I make a brush? A lot of places. You can turn most images into a brush. You could draw a piece of the lace, and then you could import it into your art program and define brush preset, and then put the spacing up. I only know how to do it in Photoshop because that's what I'm most used to. But I'm pretty sure you could do it in
Oh, I could go on and on like this for hours.
You could do it in Procreate as well. Probably most art programs. Chat, how do you make custom brushes? Lau, do you know how to make custom brushes in art program? What do you use? Clip Studio? Please don't go bald. I got pretty bad news for you.
This is actually really fun. I actually really like this. It looks like lace. It actually does. And you can always add like little folds, but like be very subtle about it.
I have a lot of lace brush on Procreate if anyone's interested.
Haha.
Yep.
Leave it to Lau.
Only $59.
Lace brush pack.
You can drop if you want, Lau, you can drop them in resource share.
This brush you can actually get for free here.
It's the world's best
on our
brush.
website.
No, they're free. Awesome.
Dryanime.com. This is where you can find this brush that we're currently using. We use this all the time on our streams, and it's for free.
Absolutely.
It's the green button on our website. So just type this into your URL, and you're good.
It's totally up to you. I don't use Clip Studio Paint, so I won't use the brushes, Lau, but I'm sure people will find value in them probably.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so someone was asking how to draw high heels. High heels are hard, especially because they're very sleek, and if you like make them too bulky, they look really ugly. So I would say draw the foot. And to draw a foot, you can think of it okay, so with heels, it's Barbie feet. Right? You take the shoe off of a Barbie and it looks like this. Like that, right? All you have to do here is add the back of the heel. Don't make it too bulky. Actually, put it pretty close to the heel. Here's the front of the heel. And then this is the part where things get a little bit dicey because it may look awkward and it's not like super intuitive. But here's like your foot. Here's like the shoe part. And there we go. There needs to be a little bit more of an elegant curve. Like that. So this looks really ugly right now. But that's okay because we're going to add a heel and it's going to automatically look more natural. There's a heel.
I'd never be able to wear one of those things, bro.
I would never be able to. I don't know how these girls wear it. My feet are too thick for it, and I would not be able to last. I don't know how you guys wear these. Can you do front facing? Front facing is super easy. All you have to do. Ankle. Here's your ankle on one side. Here's your ankle on the other side. This is the outside ankle. This is the inside ankle.
Yes, remember, inner ankle is higher than the outer ankle.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. It's just a little difference. It's a little subtle difference. It makes it look like an ankle rather than like an awkward, random stump.
Yeah. And always keep in mind that high heels, you're on your tippy toes, right? So don't draw the heels like this, where the bottom of the heel's like way higher. That makes it so that the foot looks way shorter. Extend the foot, then draw the base of the heel. And it's just kind of like a little point like this. There's the front of a heel. And if you want to add
which one is higher?
Oh, oops. I actually made it the opposite way. I'm going to make this part the inside. Hold up 1 second. Okay, now it's better. I had to like kind of move it so that the big toe was on this side, and I want to show that side a little bit more.
What is your opinion of using tools like the line tool when you are learning? Do you see it more as a crutch or something else? I mean, opinions on that really vary a lot. I mean, when I was in art center and when Christina was in art center, the teacher, Eric, had everybody draw all of their straight lines freehand the entire 14 weeks. I think you were allowed to use a ruler on the final project.
Yeah, on the final project.
And I don't necessarily agree or disagree with it. It's just one way you can approach it. I would say, do you feel like it's going to shoot yourself in the foot for later? No pun intended, I guess. But
shoot yourself in the foot.
Do you feel like it's shooting yourself in the foot for later? Are you going to wish you could draw a straight line? And I think another thing is like, you can definitely use a straight line tool in order to learn as well.
It does look like a hoof.
Right? Like, if you're really trying to understand something with perspective, like there's nothing wrong or immoral about using a ruler. And if you don't care, you don't care. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of industries out there where artists use rulers nonstop. I'm sure if you're looking in like ArcViz or anything, I mean, they're using 3D rulers, everything you can imagine all the time. I think they work in Rhino, don't they? Was that it?
Probably. Architecture?
Like ArcViz, I think a lot works in like Rhino.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of starting to get this part right here. It's an S-curve.
But also use tools to your advantage, especially when you're looking for work. Oh my gosh, like a lot of students are trained not to use a ruler or anything, and then they think they have to build their entire portfolio without using any tools or anything. And then there's people on the opposite end of the spectrum. They build their entire concept art portfolio out of assets they've bought online from kit bash sets. And usually when they get hired, they get fired shortly after because they can't actually design.
That even rhymed. They get hired, then they get fired.
Yeah, there was a guy on a project that I was on. He couldn't really draw or paint very well, and so he didn't get fired so much as he just couldn't keep up with everyone else, and they just kind of stopped sending him as much work, and eventually he just got taken off the project because they're just like, he couldn't really keep up with it.
I'm just trying to get used to like this curve right here. This curve always messed me up when drawing heels, so it's an S curve. That. Interesting.
Unfortunately, Horlo Jim, I don't really have a straight answer for you.
Yeah.
I would say totally feel free using a ruler. If you're trying to like learn perspective calculations and stuff and you can't draw a straight line, I would use a ruler to learn them. Like subdividing, use a ruler for, man, we use so many rulers in, was it FZD in one class? We had 2 perspective classes in FZD. One we were allowed to use a ruler in and one we weren't. One we were like required to use a ruler in just because students can't draw straight lines and you have to keep going. You have to pass the class. So they're just like, use rulers. Like, you guys can't draw straight lines yet.
I think that this outfit is very interesting because there's a very like noticeable pattern in here, but it's so subtle that it almost looks flat. It's so cool. It's a really cool outfit. I love historical outfits like this. Polio shirt, please.
Polio.
Polo? Oops, polio.
That's what
Polo
they said.
shirt. Oh, okay. Polo shirt.
I wish you guys were teachers in France. I'd attend all of your classes.
Aw,
I've got
thank
great
you.
news for you. You can still get our classes online because they're available anywhere.
Yep.
We've actually got a whole school online. If you like it, you can check it out here. And I don't know if Dahlia is here to hear this. Plug your ears, Dahlia. We're probably going to be putting up a version of the school in the future that actually has feedback throughout the entire school.
Yeah.
But like a long-term mentorship program where you actually get feedback on all the classes and stuff.
Yeah.
But this version is recorded. You can go through it at your own pace entirely.
Where should I start? Colton, if you want to do the little slideshow.
And it's basically like a college. It has a whole bunch of classes, costume, clothing design, and drawing, anatomy and figure drawing, all that kind of thing.
These are just some samples of demos that I do throughout the classes. We create your own characters, and just draw a variety of, different things like hairstyles, skin tones for like this class. You also do like anatomy, as Colton talked about before. Bodies, like torsos, legs, arms for both male and female.
Good stuff.
And hands and feet. Look at that. Breaking down the feet.
Is there a time limit or age limit for what our anime art school? No. We recommend at least 13, but we have someone who's like a mom going through it with like her 9-year-old.
And we keep it very PG.
Yeah, it's all family friendly.
No nudity or anything like that, because we're aware of that. But yeah, breaking down the figure. Boxes, cylinders, forms, proportions, adding anatomy, adding some simple values.
Do you guys have like guidebooks for it? What do you mean? We have 2 books.
We do have 2 books.
But all of the lessons in the classes are live. They're like, we like do them in real time live, draw them, narrated, and then we give you all the final images and Photoshop files and everything.
I love these drawings that Colton did for his perspective class.
Do you often get art block? Not really.
Not really.
There's too many stories that I want to draw to get art block. There's always something new. And Christine and I yap too much and obsess too much over our characters to get art block.
Yeah, we do.
I would say if you get art block, come up with a story that you're passionate about and just obsess over your characters and the story and the world.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I feel like a lot of the time art block is caused by like a fear of also trying new things.
Fear of messing up,
Yeah, like a fear of messing up, a fear of trying new things. Like, if I got art block, I'd be like, you know what? I think I want to learn how to draw animals and start diving into like animal anatomy and stuff. There's always something new to learn how to draw. I was kind of feeling a little bit art blocked lately, and so I decided to just start learning how to draw like maid dresses and building a visual library for that. And so like I started doing a whole bunch of stuff like this just during stream in the sketchbook.
They're so cute.
Maid dresses and different, just finding different references, studying them, doing this kind of stuff. I have another sketchbook. There's a whole lot more in that one than this one, but like, just going through and doing some doodling.
I think
what?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead with this.
Oh, okay. Polo shirt, the collar is the most difficult, but it's basically a flat, it's like a piece of paper that's wrapped around and it's cut, and the slit is cut off. And then all you have to do is just put a little corner on it. That's how you draw a collar.
This is suspicious. 176 people here right now. We're getting all these followers. Where are you guys? Where are you in the chat? Come say hi.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Don't just follow them, say nothing. We want to know who you are.
Like, come say hi in the chat. Tell us what you think. Tell us who you are. Hi.
Hi.
Anyways, polo shirts.
Polo shirts. It's this. It's a
North Carolina.
flat piece of paper.
Awesome.
Wrapping over to the other side. And then all you have to do is just add a little triangular bit, and you want to show the underside of this thing right here.
Right? I want that Mickey shirt. Bro, me too.
Mickey shirt. So let me look up a polo shirt.
That's what I get for drinking Alani. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I know, right? Hate when people mess with my things. Someone destroyed my Copic marker today.
Oh no, I hate that.
I feel for you.
I feel for you. They don't know the precious.
Crayon, hello, welcome back then from
don't know
Pittsburgh.
The
Awesome.
Ooh, awesome.
Leaky F Fawcett. Hello, funny name. I love the lives, really helpful. Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. There's gotta be more people than that. There's gotta be. We have 190 people here, and like 3 people have come in and said hi. Tell us,
Let's
say
do
hi.
Kangaroo.
What are you interested in seeing in the future on a live stream? Come let us know, unless it's all just view bots, in which case,
How would there be view bots?
Will they just like kind of crack down on it on Twitch?
Look, it's a polo shirt, but with a kangaroo on it. What's the polo shirt that has like a little horse on it? I forgot what brand it is, but I just decided to add a little kangaroo on
Lunar
it.
Star, hello. Chip,
Hey.
hi.
Hey, Chip.
Chip.
Ooh, I want
Bro, remember?
coffee Chip.
Who remembers Chippendale Rescue Rangers? Let's be real here.
What's that?
I'm expecting Victor Art. Expecting?
You're
I love how
expecting?
you'll just break it down to a level I actually understand. I'm glad.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's what it
glad
is.
you find it helpful.
That's the horse. Horse
I
logo.
love the baldness awareness
Ruffler.
content.
I'm a medical coder, but I also have a degree in art. Oh, that's fun.
Awesome. Deep pull with Chippendale. For real.
What is this?
What about
Chip and Dale. I
what
need to look
about
this up.
what was that show with the mouse? Five-O Goes West or something? What was the heck was that show? Is that wild or what?
Oh.
Rescue Rangers? Like the Rescuers Down Under? Oh, that was my childhood.
Hey, Clarice.
The Rescuers Down Under was big for me. That was I based my whole personality off of that movie and the Iron Giant. Hello, Clarice. That's a nice name.
Yeah, I like that.
That Golden
name.
Eagle, Marahute, whatever her name was. Was that it, or am I just speaking nonsense? Cha-ching, we're talking about clothing drawing today.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'll show you the YouTube thumbnail so y'all can get an idea of what the topic is today. YouTube, you already know. TikTok, this is the YouTube video. Homie, behave. This is the YouTube thumbnail today. How to draw clothes, and there's Miko. And I drew these before stream.
Hi, how do you
Actually, I
do...
drew that one too, now that I think about
you
it.
did. You drew all those. How do you do a split screen like this? I need this for my lives.
Okay,
Okay.
y'all better have your notes app ready. We have a dedicated stream PC. We've got 3 monitors, and we're streaming from OBS and TikTok Studio. I can take a screenshot of this if you want, or a picture of our stream setup, all right? So, because I love this topic, because I set the whole thing up myself,
He's
and it's
super
been like
passionate.
an entire year in the making of trial and error and everything, all right? So, we have a 2-camera setup. We've got a camera in front of us, right here, right there, and we've got a camera, an overhead camera, right here. That's looking down at the iPad, down on the table. And we're streaming from OBS and TikTok Studio. So the thing is, TikTok doesn't give you a stream key. You have to stream from their stinking app, unless I'm a boomer and outdated. We've got a couple of microphones, just the Shure SM58s. These ones right here in front of us. Those are going into a Scarlett or a Focusrite. I don't know. It has like 2 plugs on it. I forget what it's called. And what else? Is that it? Yeah, I mean, we just have 2 cameras. It's going into OBS. Oh, by the way, there's a plugin for OBS. It's called ATIUM. A-T-I-U-M. It allows you to stream horizontally for like YouTube and vertically at the same time. That's how our OBS is set up. So, for example...
Can you show the pic of that again with your setup? Lunar
Yeah.
Star says.
So this is what we see on our OBS. You can see out here on the left, or on the right, that's what you guys see on TikTok, and on the left, that's YouTube. This has a virtual camera, and that's getting sent over to TikTok's live studio. So that's the only way that I could figure out how to make it so we can have like overlays and crap at the same time. So for example, like that shows up on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. And that's how half of chat is right now. Can you show that pic of your setup? Yeah.
Look who was behind you.
Is it Precious Poppy?
Yes.
I'd know that rub against my leg anywhere. There it is. So that's what our setup looks like.
Looks so warm because of warm
It
mode.
does. I have warm mode on my phone to protect my little noggin from I don't even know anymore. I don't know why I have it on. I never turned it off. There you go.
Poppy has arrived.
And then it's Procreate on the iPad. So this is an iPad. There's actually a camera pointed at the iPad. You can see it with the hands. Oh my gosh, Poppy's here. Oh, she's so soft.
And sweet.
Anyways, if that's helpful, if you want to know anything else, feel free.
Oh, how could you draw hats? I have not seen that.
She's so precious.
Okay, she's gonna take over.
She's hijacking.
Uh-oh. Poppy, are you a lovely tortie that you want to show everyone your fur pattern because you're so rare?
It's for the blue light strain? Yeah. I just keep it on all the time. I forget it's even on.
Okay, Kitty, you're gonna have to get off the iPad. Sorry. There we go. Oh. All right.
Look at her.
Hats. I think hats are very interesting.
Oh, yeah. And we have a big green screen behind us.
Yeah, we do. We do have a big green screen behind us.
No gatekeeping here, by the way. Everything. Everything. How we run our business, how we run our stream, all of that, how we do art, everything. No gatekeeping. I'm totally fine talking about any of it. Mm-hmm. It's hard enough getting started. We've been through so much trial and error. And I'm more than happy to share anything. Poppy's so precious. All right, anyways, you do your thing. I've been yapping for too long.
What I would do for hats, it depends on what kind of hat you're doing. So, like, always remember that a hat wraps around your head. So that is going to have, like, a circular motion to it. If you're drawing, like, a baseball cap. If you're drawing, like, a baseball cap, you got the cap, wrap it around. And then when you draw the visor area, it's going to be like a half chip. It's like a chip, like a Lay's chip that wraps around. Okay, no, Kitty, you're not supposed to go. Come here.
Yeah, Poppy tends to lay on the iPad.
And there's a little cap. You smell so good.
You do smell so good.
Oh. You're cute. You're so...
Even the money side.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not
okay,
going to tell
she's
you our
taking over.
finances, but I can tell you about different business stuff
Cat.
we've learned and everything.
Okay. We'll show your face. There she is.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard making a living doing this kind of stuff. You have to be really creative about how you set everything up.
Sorry, Kitty, you can't be here. She does like the warmth of the iPad a lot. That's why she stays.
Cowboy hat. Yeah. Poppy, you are...
I
I know. Look at it. She's even playing with a kneaded eraser.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not gonna be good.
I don't want her to stand on the keyboard. That's a no-no.
That's
that
a
was
no-no.
going to shut down the stream, potentially.
Yeah, you better not cause any trouble, Kitty. Cowboy hat. Let me look up what a cowboy hat looks like.
I can look on it.
Yeah, look on it.
If you want.
Sure. Oh, that's why my thing was so light. It's because my opacity
Here's
was
this.
dog
Here's a
trash.
front view cowboy hat.
Oh, perfect.
If you want it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. So, there's a pentagon.
What are you doing, Poppy? You're sitting by the
There's kind of like a
screen.
hexagon type shape up here.
Here.
This wraps around the head. And then this right here comes up. So it's kind of like a disc, but it's flipped upward like that. So that's what's happening with the cowboy hat.
There's Poppy. Oh yeah, we have kitty cam.
Yeah, we do.
We do have kitty cam. I totally forgot about that. There's Poppy.
Cooker. Oh, you're going away?
She wants to come back and annoy us.
Just hold her
You're not
close to
annoying
your
at all.
body.
Put her down. She's gonna come back up though.
You can put her on the bed. Kitty.
Stream over decided by Cat Wally.
Well, I made this part way too high. It needs to be a little bit shorter than that. There we go. That's more like it. And then you got this going behind the head. Got the other side.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. There we go. There's a cowboy hat. Is there like a strap on it or something? Or is there like a belt around the...
Yeah.
Looks like there's a belt around the hat itself.
Well, there can be, I think.
There can be.
All
Oh,
the
and then
time.
this is like a little divot. So sometimes they'll see this. Almost kind of looks like a fedora.
Yeah.
Where are the other two? I don't know where. Oh, that's
There's
cute.
probably sleeping. Toby
Yeah.
was really clingy earlier. He was
Maybe
like,
I'll turn this into
oh
Cowboy
my gosh.
Mickey. There's Cowboy Mickey. And then sometimes you have some straps. Yeehaw! I kind of covered what I mainly wanted to cover. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. Can you guys define visual library?
Yeah, visual library is basically your brain's library of what things look like, and you really can only build it by drawing stuff. You can't build it by looking at stuff. You can pretty much only build it by drawing it. So that's why you should be basically everything. Like, you'll notice that stuff you like to draw, you're probably pretty good at drawing it from imagination, and that's because you've drawn it a lot. You know what it looks like. Stuff you don't know what it looks like, you probably can't draw it at all. You're like, I don't even know what shapes make the thing up. That's visual library. So I've been building a maid dress visual library lately, just for no reason other than I want to be able to draw maid dresses. They're cool.
And doing a lot of studies. Like, if I'm doing a study of this, what I will do is I'll basically draw my mannequin.
Rose was asking about hairstyles. We're just doing clothing today.
We're just doing clothing today. We'll do character design another time.
Hey, Slay. Can
So
you
what
do
I'll do-
oversized clothes without making the characters bulky or big?
That will depend on... Okay. Let me think. So I just want you to think about the spacing of your character versus their sleeve, right? If you have a character... Let me think. Okay.
What do you...
I'm trying to think about
bulky
this.
thing?
The bulky thing, yeah.
I would say I've got a pretty good tip for that.
Okay.
Your landmarks, the places where the cloth hangs from is going to give you an indication of how bulky the character is.
Yeah.
So you can have a really, really small person in a poncho, and it's very loose, and you can still tell they're small because of the shoulder width.
Well, the shoulder width and also like the leg.
Yep.
Like the thinness of the legs or the arms.
You'll have like hints
Yes.
at the size of the character.
Let's say this is your sleeve, right? If your sleeve is like this, but your arm is like this, I can't tell if this is baggy or not. But if you have, or if this is a small frame or not. But if you have a sleeve that's like this, and your arm is this thin, I can clearly tell that this is very baggy and it's oversized.
Yeah.
And she's back.
And it's the same thing. Like if you have a really, really, really loose, but say you have something like something tied right there, and then it
that
comes
shows
out.
The waist.
It gives you an indication of how thin the person is. And now that person could be wide or thin, but you're going to leave like little hints. You're going to leave little indicators of how loose or about how big the person is underneath. So even if something's super baggy, you're going to get hints. Poppy, you little... Kiss attack.
Kiss attack. Kiss-a-plin.
Kiss-a-plin? That's good. Or pockets.
Baggy
You
jeans.
sneaky.
You're not going here, you know that.
I can't read you, chat. Poppy's
blocking the screen.
Poppy, you sneak.
You know, something like if you have a baggy.
No worries, Slay. Stream in a maid dress when? Probably. All right, chat. So we've been thinking, and I don't know when it's going to happen. It could be months or even longer. But we're thinking about doing a charity stream at some point, and we're going to have a wheel of punishment. And when people donate to the charity, it's either going to be like a cat rescue or a dog rescue. We're going to spin a wheel of punishment, and maid dresses for the rest of stream is going to be one of the punishments. And then there's like eat Korean spicy noodles and do OC drawing upside down, all kinds of stuff. We come up with a lot of ideas. Whoa, don't knock that over.
Poppy's being very affectionate right now.
A little bit too affectionate. What did you do?
I don't know. She's like, you're just being a bit clingy today, aren't you, kitty?
You know. This is how she used to be with mom.
That's right. It's like when she wants attention, she'll
Colton
like,
drawing pretty boys, yeah, that would probably be one.
That would be okay.
But it also has to be subjects that are very easy for a brand new person to the stream to understand. like regulars know I don't like drawing pretty boys, but new people who've never been here, a lot of the time they don't know it. So it also has to be a lot of punishments that are like fun and engaging for brand new viewers. That's like a little bit of stream business, by the way.
Streaming business, huh?
Well, has to sit in a drawing chair for 30 minutes. Yeah.
Crap.
Oh, you're so precious. Did you know that? Did you know you're precious?
Too bad that her face is not. You can't really easily see her face.
This is the culprit. Oh no!
Her eyes.
Well, you know what color eyes Poppy has?
Green.
Like
Yeah,
a
baggy
Ushanka.
Ushanka?
That'd be fun to draw.
Ooh, Ushanka.
Yeah. Ushanka. Look at that. Those are so cool, bro.
They're really cool.
Look at that.
Ooh, okay. Very, very bulky.
Yeah.
That one's very bulky. So, like, what I would
Drawing
do-
bulky stuff really requires an understanding of the underlying form.
So, like, how big is the hair in comparison? The head is in comparison to the hat. Like, how much is the spacing? Does it look like to you? And so, I always recommend drawing the hat or drawing the body first, and then determining how thick you want it to be, right? So that's what's going to prevent you from making things accidentally too bulky. Because like I know how frail this person is, or how thin, or whatever body type this person is. I just decided, oh, I want this outfit to cover all of that. Same thing, goes with hats. Is you got your eraser is too big. You got your big fluffy on the front. Let me see. Okay, so that's how it works. You got the back side of the hat. You got the earmuffs. And this also has like a fluff. Bit of a fluff over here. Oh, she's back.
I would probably just put her down.
Okay, kitty.
Put her on the floor, I mean.
Not put her down. Not like
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Yeah.
Are you releasing a book? We've already released two. Where the heck are they? They're not in here.
Yes, they are in here.
Oh, there they are. 2 books.
How to draw books. Book 1. How to draw Magna.
Wow, good grog Magna.
How to draw manga. And then M Academy, how to draw characters. Those are our 2 books.
Yeah, we have 2 books. We're going to try to get them on TikTok Shop sometime. Because apparently TikTok Shop is pretty OP at times. But that means we're probably going to have to ship out 1 million packages. And get a whole thermal labeler and shipping operation set up. But YOLO.
We would need to have a process for that.
If a character is jumping in the air, how do you know where the baggy shirt and pants would lift? You would know based on if they're moving upwards, if they're kind of in the middle, in the mid jump, where they're kind of weightless, or they're coming downwards.
Yeah.
So, if someone's jumping up, and they're moving upwards,
You would see that
you'd have
floating a bit more.
something like this. Right? If they're up mid jump, it'd probably be like that.
A jellyfish.
Like a jellyfish. And then if they're on their way down, you could have something like...
Going against the wind. Or something like that.
Yeah. Something that's kind of... Or maybe even like...
She's turned into a pancake. Good girl.
Like that, right? So you would just use those same tension and compression points. And if someone's in the air and they're weightless, their clothes would kind of be like floating kind of out over their body. If someone's on their way up, it would just tug even harder, and so they get really hard tension points. If someone's coming down, it would reverse, and the tension points would come from below the arm, below the body. Mm-hmm. And as always, try to find reference for that sort of thing. That can help a lot. Please sell it on TikTok. I am in the process of figuring out how to do that. Hair? Mm-hmm. Good protein.
We're just doing clothing today, but I mean, it would kind of work similar. Hair and clothes kind of work similarly together, where you would find gesture. So like here, for example, I did a little drawing up here. When
He's finally staying put.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay. So when I'm drawing, like, for instance, this clothes like this that are kind of moving, I think of it very similarly to hair, where I will find all my gesture arrows. I'll find, oh, one's over here. Oh, this one goes against this arm. Goes in sort of like a spiral motion, like that. So that's like kind of the main gesture of this outfit. And I can translate that. I'm just going to cover hair really, really quickly. And I can translate that to this gesture, right? So if I want wavy hair has a lot of S curves. So it automatically has like an enhanced gesture to it. And all you have to do is, once again, thicken it. You can turn this into a ribbon if you want. And then decide how do you want the hair or cloth, whatever that you want to draw, to be moving. Do you want to be twisting and turning? Do you want offshoots of the hair or cloth or whatever if you're going to add extra details? But for now, we'll do hair. Do you want extra strands that are going along the form, following this gesture, or going a little bit against it, right? It's totally up to you. Find your main gesture and try your best to follow that gesture, or maybe like enhance it in some way. That would help me a lot. What are we doing now? We're still doing clothing. Would it be okay if I sent something in the critique channel and ask you guys opinion on it? We don't usually do like critique requests. It would generally be for like if it would be like on topic, or something that is actually like would be really cool to critique. But just saying that frankly. Does armor count as clothes, or will that be a different stream? I contemplated gathering some reference on armor. Armor will actually be really helpful if you know some anatomical information, because a lot of armor design is based off of like muscles and stuff. So like if you look at chest plates, they kind of look like pecs, and those areas, you know, placement of the armor will depend on like what part of the armor or what part of the body do you want to protect. Do you want to protect the stomach? Well, there's going to be like armor for stomachs, and there's going to be like some kind of joints to make it move around. So I would research that, and maybe even find like views or find images of armor that's like kind of taken apart, or how to put on armor, so that you know where to place it all and stuff. What's for commission? We don't really do that for critiques. We rarely ever do critiques. I don't think we've ever done critiques on streams before.
Not on stream.
Yeah, not on stream.
AD Bell? Or Addie Bell?
Addie Bell?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big fan, love all your video. Awesome. Do you watch Big Brother? Is that like a TV show or something?
Armor. Yeah, like this, for example. This kind of looks like the pack, but it's blending in with the deltoid right here. There's shoulder pads, or not shoulder, there's armor on the back of the arm, the forearm. Here's like this large hunk of metal covering the belly.
Like the breastplate.
And the breastplate, oh, there's the breastplate right there.
Yeah, and it's just designed to protect your body while maintaining maneuverability.
This is cool.
That's sick.
That is sick.
That's literally so cool.
Yeah.
Dude, we need a grow group in armor. Like knights, like Tira Knight.
Oh, that'd be
It
sick.
kind of feels like a Tira Knight.
Yeah,
Maybe that would be
kinda
like a
does.
June outfit.
Abby would be a knight in a D&D
Ooh,
campaign.
let's go. Too bad they're so stinking expensive, or I would wear one all the time.
That would look very handsome on you.
Dang, I should literally have like a suit of armor for stream. Protect me from chat. Being mean. Protect me from mean people who join.
Oh. Yeah, there's like, I'm looking at this right here. The chest plate's pretty simple, actually. It's like this one main piece right here, and then there's also like, I don't know if these are for mobility. Do you think that this part, these jagged edges, or these like little rivets?
Yeah, those are
for
so
mobility.
you can.
So bend and forth. Okay, bend back and forth. Kind of like a robot.
Or like scales, like an armadillo.
Scale, like an armadillo. So there's this main part, and then there's also the part where it connects to the other side, I think, of the armor. So like this is kind of like the seam line of this armor.
Yeah, if you want to get good at drawing armor, your best bet is to probably start with a documentary on how armor works.
Yeah.
And you just go through the documentary and you just like draw along, like you draw stuff. Like watch part of the video, pause it, draw what you see, break down how it works, play the video, it gets to a new part, they explain how they put things together, how they make things. And then of course, dimensional drawing and design. Like it all works together kind of seamlessly.
Armor won't be armor if it's not like metallic, right?
Elizabeth, Diana, Abby, thank you for the follows.
Thank you.
So glad I found you. Awesome.
Yay.
I am glad you found us.
Add some scuff marks.
Where the heck is that?
This is like just reflecting the mountains or like the road. It's kind of interesting. Huh. That's cool. That feels metallic. It actually looks like a road. So I'm just looking at this here. I'm like, you know, what's this shadow like anyways? It's just a reflection of the of what's in front of her, which is the ground and the mountains. This is the sky right here. Here's the patch of grass. Here's the road coming into the background. That's really interesting. And then everything else is kind of streaky because of the texture of the metal. Cool. Armor. Have you guys used acrylic pens before? I have used acrylic markers. Yes. If that's what you mean. I love acrylic markers. They're actually really, really cool.
Oh, I actually got a new set of acrylic markers coming in that I want to use just for personal practice to mess with.
It's a different one. It's a different.
But you mean like
marker.
acrylic pens like ballpoint style, or acrylic markers like brush tip marker style?
I love the markers.
Brush tip? Yeah, they're pretty fun. What are they like compared to alcohol markers? They're like really opaque. It's kind of like painting with a marker.
Yeah.
They're really opaque. So you can't see through them. But I've never used alcohol markers very much. I've used them a bit, but not a whole lot.
I heard that with chrome, if you want to render chrome, it's like a very specific way to do it. Hold on 1 second. Chrome material. I forgot how that one teacher in Will Weston's class taught chrome. It's just reflecting the outside, right? But there's like very, very harsh.
It's a mirror.
It's a mirror.
So rendering chrome has to do with understanding the environment around it.
Yeah.
So like you'd get a reflection of the horizon. If you're outside, you'd get a reflection of all the lights. It generally reflects things about 10% darker than they are in real life. So like that would probably be that swirl right there would probably be like a tree line. And then you'd get a really, really hot specular, so it'd be a little tiny dot of like the sun. And then below it would be the ground.
Yeah. Interesting. I need to do more studies of chrome.
But generally when you're rendering armor, you're going to get sky, horizon, ground. So it's going to be like blue, whatever's on your horizon, like warm.
Yeah.
It's the same with rendering cars.
Sky.
You have upward facing panels, you have side facing panels, and you have down facing panels, and you render according to what it's touching.
Sky.
Or to what it's bouncing at.
Horizon, ground. This is sky. And what I would do to study this is like literally, as Colton just said, like label it. Like he literally just put like little tick marks and just said sky, horizon, ground. And I'm like, oh, that's really helpful. So now what I do to study it is I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna label like what I see based on what I've drawn. Sky, ground. Oops, not ground. Horizon. ground. And I would do this for clothing. I would do this for anatomy. I would do this for a lot of things, just to like memorize things. Labeling is so great, honestly. I really like labeling stuff.
What about rendering things like glass or jelly? Those are complex materials that let through light, and you would probably want to find a pretty good reference to start with, but they interact with light in a different way, kind of fundamentally. But we're not really going to talk about rendering on this stream.
I just decided to shade it, and then we kind of got into a little bit of that topic, but yeah. Well, I think that's all I got for clothing. Unless I'm just kind of going, I'm just going to doodle a little bit.
Torn up shirt, like Halloween Zombified or something.
Oh, Halloween.
I mean, it really depends how it's torn.
Yeah.
Jeans.
Jeans? Okay, jeans. Let me see here. Let me draw some legs. Short jeans, long jeans, whichever jeans, they'll all have a very similar structure, which is a lot of heavy seam lines and a lot of thick, like a lot of folds are in the crotch area, like this, a lot of diaper folds, a lot of zigzag folds in the knee area as well as the ankles. So you'll see a lot of these like triangular kind of compression folds right in here, so that are already giving jeans, right? But then what happens is you'll get seam lines, really heavy seam lines that look like this. There's a seam line right here, and then there's like an extra bit. Looks like that. Let me actually look at some jeans really quick. Jeans. Jean pants.
What about that Ludwig video where he was like trying to stream to nobody and it was like, oh, I miss my chat. And we were just like, chat. That was so funny. It was so relatable.
It was really
relatable. It would
relatable.
be so sad if there was no chat. I would be like, it would be so sad.
It'd be hell.
It would.
So yeah.
Chat, don't ever go away, please.
Yeah, please don't.
Wish we could comment stickers. You can if you're
subscribed.
If you're subscribed on the TikTok, but I don't think that you can just straight up comment stickers, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, key important thing. Most clothing material will have seam lines, but with jeans, their seam lines will look like thicker and also will have a bit of an edge, so add that. That will make it look like jeans, and automatically I don't even have to say that this is jeans in order for you to tell that it's jeans. And then, great thing about jeans, especially in the waistline, this is super important. They have that pattern right in here too. Very thick. I don't know what this thing is called, but it's just got that signature like sewed look, you know, because it's a very thick material. Here's some belt hoops. Even the pockets have it. Front of the pants have it. All the way down, actually. I'm just kind of looking at my reference now. Now it looks like jeans. And then if you want to draw like ripped or teared jeans, I would draw the jean, like the tear of your choice, and then I would fuzz it out. Like that. And then if you want, you can add in like extra fuzz on the outside, just to show like how much it's torn. That's how I would do like torn jeans. If you want to like actually like tear it to the point where you see the leg underneath, then you would see the inside of the tear and maybe like connect it with some strings if you want. That's like really, really heavy tears in the jeans.
Poofy dresses.
Oh, poofy dresses. Ooh.
Absolutely. Adore you guys for doing this kind of stuff for us creators. Awesome.
Oh,
Glad you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Your
There we
mom
go.
69. That's your username. I can't take you seriously when you have that name, but appreciate it. Been watching the live since around November 2024. Nice. Pretty long time.
To do with poofy
That just
dresses.
opened my eyes. Mm-hmm.
It's all about material differences, you know?
That'll give you an eye opening. That'll open your eyes.
So poofy dresses, if you're talking about the poofy skirt part, it's all about that balloon shape. It looks like a mushroom. So think of like the cutest mushroom that you've ever seen and basically just use that as a skirt. So like, here's your legs, right? Here's a girl's legs. This isn't poofy. Very close to the legs, not poofy. This is getting a little bit poofier. Totally fine. But if you want it extra poofy, have the height of the curve come out really, really fast. Like this. And almost make it look like a little dome. Like a soft dome, right? That's poofy now, right? And then it's all a matter of how you want to layer it. Do you want a large petticoat underneath? In that case, you'll probably see a bunch of lace underneath, or some kind of layers. And I always like adding extra overlaps on the sides for the extra poofiness, right? I don't know exactly what kind of poofy dress you want, but generally this is kind of like the basic structure of a poofy dress. And then for a dress to be very poofy, the waist and this part right here, it's easier to look poofy when it's narrower, or when it's like mostly pretty tight. And then all these folds will come out from this point. And you can add some extra ruffles towards the bottom. And wrap it around. It's like a little jellyfish. Velvet top. What kind of velvet top? If you velvet also has different textures. Like there's crushed velvet. There's like, I don't know exactly what. There's like normal velvet and then there's crushed velvet, and that will all be very, very different. And it's kind of difficult. It would be more with it would have to do more with the rendering
for sure. The
right?
rendering is going to be like velvet's kind of like a soft, thick-ish material.
Yeah, like
velvet's really going to show in the rendering.
The lighting. Okay, so for instance, this is a velvet top, right? Everything's very dark except for like the edges, where the light's hitting it. So like what I would do if I were to make this top like velvet, with like a velvet sleeve, for example, is I would keep things very, very dark. And then what I would do is I would take my lighter value and just hint at it, and also make it very, very bumpily textured. Like this. And also depends on the folds, right? You know, how do you want to design your folds? Do you want it to be like this? But keep the lights at a minimum and keep the darks darker. Let's see here. It's kind of hard to do violet, just like not violet. Hard to do velvet, just like kind of on the spot like this. But I would analyze it first. Sometimes you'll see, like, some folds like that. Oh, it looks like velvet now. It's kind of neat. I'm just adding lights in very, very local, very, very minimal places. And I leave most of it dark. And then if you want to draw like a velvet dress, I'm gonna just do one side velvet. Keep the lights very, very soft. It's not supposed to be very harsh. I would find the peaks and valleys, and then just add the highlight in like kind of like a broken line, just like that, and fuzz it out. The grainier it is, the better. It's gonna look more like velvet. There we go. That looks like a velvet dress. I actually did some velvet for this piece right here. Let me see if I'm logged in to my art station. Yes, I am. It's very, very subtle, but I did velvet. Ooh, it's really hard to see because it's so dark. I guess this is the lightest it can go. It's really, really hard to see.
I mean, any black material is going to read almost entirely off a silhouette.
Yeah.
You're going to get like 5 or 10% value difference. You're not going to be able to see it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. But basically, I did the same thing, but just made the highlights very, very subtle. And that's like more of a subtle velvet. Shoulder neck areas, I struggle getting it symmetrical. We're covering clothes today, so you'll have to ask that another time. Thank you. There you go. I like doing material studies. It's always really fun. And when I do like pieces like this, I will always be like, okay, what kind of interesting materials can I use to do like studies of? So like this one, I decided to turn it into like a satin ribbon. So I just looked up a bunch of satin ribbons and I'm like, oh, I can do a study of that. So I treat like my illustrations kind of like mini studies, and I study as I go. So that's how you can like rack up a lot of extra experience.
Mm-hmm. But remember, Christina's got really, really strong foundation.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
true.
she knows anatomy super well. She teaches it.
Mm-hmm.
She's really, really good at that. She understands costume drawing and design. She understands the basic folds. I'm not saying you can't do a study, but everything's gonna work better the more like foundational training that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. You know what? I'm just gonna do the whole thing as velvet. It's kind of super contrasty and I don't like it. Let's make it even darker.
But it is a really good idea to treat illustrations like studies. Actually allow. You might already do this, but I would really, if you want to learn something new, do illustrations and like take on a new subject. So like dress a character in a certain material that you've never done, or like they're wearing like a leather vest and they're wearing maybe like a different material underneath, or like plaid or something. And like by the time you do like 10 illustrations, if you just like are drawing and illustrating all the time, you'll literally learn like 20 new materials added to like your library. That's how client work is with concept art. Like every new project you get hired on, you literally spend like 9 months just doing one specific subject matter. It kind of forces you to focus on one subject.
Glasses rubs hands.
Yeah, I would totally do that.
Yeah, and another thing that I would do, just to like have fun with your drawing, is you can start off with like a really simple base of a dress, and then decide, okay, how can I make this more like embellished? So what I did was I turned everything into velvet because I thought that was the right way to do it, because it was weird without it being all velvet. And then I'm like, this already gives me an idea of like a night sky type dress. So like, and it's like kind of like a ballet dress is what I'm thinking about. So what can I add to make it more interesting and to make it more like a complete outfit? So I added, okay, I'm gonna imply the night sky by maybe having this as like a centerpiece in the dress, because it's really pretty and it's a very common place to put a large area of detail, and then have like subtler details that support this theme.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, what if there's like a little night sky at the bottom?
What if there's even like little
And that's generally how I design outfits.
little moons and stars?
Oh my gosh, yeah!
I don't know.
That's cute. I like it.
Like a couple of them.
Yeah. And these could be like moon and star crystals, you can make
It
an
could be
argument
fun.
for it. And it's so pretty. I like this kind of dress. I like very simple concepts.
What if is there something that would imply a shooting star? What if it's what if there's like...
You can have like trail. Ooh, wait a second. That's super cute. Yeah, that could definitely work.
I mean, just a thought.
Yeah.
I drew it bad, but...
No, I mean...
What would be a shooting star?
I could even go like, okay, maybe one side can have a trail.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
What if she has like
perhaps.
these hingy doos coming from like down here, like this?
Ah.
And they like swing as she walks.
Yeah, that's cool.
Maybe they
That's
wouldn't be
also
the
like
same
fashion
length.
design,
They wouldn't be the same length. They'd be
Wait.
like...
I know, you could have on the sleeves. On the bottom of the sleeves, they would be like extra bits.
Maybe something.
Ooh, I like that.
would be kind of cool.
Crap. I don't
This
want to
is
erase
like-
what you did,
This is
but
like...
I have to take these out.
Oh,
'cause I
that's
didn't
fine.
like-
It's not like what I did was
But I like
rocket
it.
science.
I know.
It was like a wobbly line with a couple dots. Dot. Poppy, don't you think of coming over here again? Okay, no, she's just spinning around.
So like here's the mannequin. You're a fashion designer when you're drawing clothes.
What about this?
What? Hold on,
She's
I need
wearing lace that goes like up here. And it's like that.
Oh.
And then this is like there's like a really subtle, super intricate like lace, right? That's like this.
Oh, I like how you're thinking.
And it like sits over her neck.
Like a lace choker.
I don't know, like a long, yeah, like a choker or something, and it's like this.
Yes, I
don't
like
know.
that.
It was just something I thought of. It was like, I feel like something I need to get better at is like secondary subtle designs, like design within a value group. You know what I mean? Like this,
Yeah.
like that lace would all take place in like a really, really, really limited value range. So you could make it like really heavy density textured, but you would really limit the value range. Like I wouldn't even go full white with it. I would go like I would go like very limited, almost to white, but it's kind of like a just, you know, you're probably designing within like a 5% of the value range. And then I was even thinking, what if she had like a, ooh, okay, Miss Designer.
And then
What if we repeated this kind of concept here on like
yeah,
like the sleeve, and it kind of went like,
see, I would probably make it poofy, but I really like that. I like that a lot. I like
even
that
like
idea.
poofing.
Yeah, I would do
Hey, Fico Riggs. I don't know if I would. Okay, maybe I guess it could be poofy. I was thinking maybe all of the light areas of lace would be close to the skin.
yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right, like I was kind of thinking along the lines of, I do like that, but it's almost like keeping it consistent.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I think I know. Kind of what you did here, but a little bit shorter.
Yeah, could do that. What about this?
Uh-huh. Wait, you're cooking. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're doing
Something
that.
like that, you know?
I like that.
I love how I draw something and you just undo all of it and then redraw it better. Unless you're going to change it.
No, I'm just
Okay.
redrawing it.
Because I always draw it bad.
Well, it's because you're doing the art direction, right?
Yeah.
This is a collab. This is kind of how we collab.
Would it go all the way down? That's cute. And then I feel like it would be the same, like you would kind of repeat that sort of motif on the legs as well.
Yeah. Guys.
Ooh.
Hold up.
So like all of the lace parts would be close to the skin. They'd hug the skin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which is
I
like
this
against
part.
what you naturally want to do.
Yeah.
You want to go, oh, poofy. But
Yeah.
then maybe like there's one area where it poofs, like subtly poofs, right?
Like
it's
maybe
like
towards
pretty
the-
close to the skin. I mean, maybe you just have a second layer underneath of the dress right here. That's like
The type of stuff I wanted to draw when I first watched Barbie in Fashion Fairy Tale. I was really inspired by Princess and the Pauper, and
could even do something like this, like coming out like that, or just like a little subtle.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like it like that.
This is like, what was it? Rapunzel's dress. The Barbie Rapunzel's dress inspired me a lot. Swan Lake's dress inspired me a lot. Princess and the Pauper's dress inspired me a lot. I like the subdued like color palette, not the crazy neon stuff. I like that. And then okay, we'll work with her legs a little bit. We're just having fun now. She's like a midnight fairy or something. Twilight fairy, I don't know. Maybe she's like a ballerina.
Bro, these are expensive.
What is?
Suits of armor. I'm looking at like different stuff online. Armor. You want to know how much a full suit of armor is? $3,800.
$3,800.
$3,749.
That's-
Let's look at that.
that's
that black,
wild.
That like kind of like blackish one, dude. Look at this. She's so cool, dude. 3,700.
Oh
bucks.
wow.
Ordered. That's Oh, it's like custom made. You put in all your measurements and stuff. That's sick.
I think white
Totally
shoes.
worth it, by the way. Totally worth it. Lace constellation tights. That could be good.
That could be
I
good.
like that. And you generally go through and make like a couple variations of this. Like, because your first ideas, your first like 10 ideas are usually the most generic. So you'd get all the generic ideas out of the way, and then you start scraping the deepest parts of your mind for the interesting stuff.
I don't like this ribbon very much.
Get the first 25 ideas out of the way, and then you get to the gold. You gotta mine for gold. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, mined for gold. Yeah.
Mind? No, just mine.
Oh.
Mine your mind. Bro, this is the sickest thing I've ever seen. Like some of these armors. Look at this. Would this be Tira?
Wow. No, that would be Abby.
Really?
It's yellow. It has yellow tints.
We've
on
been
it.
watching Clevities, and it is cool.
It is
bro.
a cool.
I like that show. Mainly because
I
the
do
main
too.
character is like Abby, and I'm biased.
Yeah.
But it's also pretty fun.
Yeah.
Poppy Precious Princess?
Oh, kitty. So cute.
You'll never find diamonds at the surface after all. Fox, I can imagine you making a TikTok that's like got a screenshot of your Roblox character, and it's like one of those, you'll never find diamonds at the surface, you gotta dig deep. Like one of those, you know those that I'm talking about? You gotta know what I'm talking about, chat. Like you'll scroll and you'll see like a post that's like a deep
contemplative quote.
Contemplative, yeah, quote. That's just like their Roblox character, like looking into the sunset.
It's that Tumblr girl aesthetic,
it's
but it's
like-
like Roblox girl
And
aesthetic.
it's like Fox out.
Fox out.
The corny ones, yes. As corny as possible.
It's giving Swan Princess, yeah.
But hello, Fox, if that is your real name.
They're too much.
How nice of you to join us at this hour. What is it, Monday?
Yeah.
If that is my real name.
Wait a second, Colton, look.
Ooh. Okay.
This could be like little.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. It's it's like a bit too bright. I think I would go a little bit more subtle with it. I like subtle. Subtle, subtle, subtle.
Serving us a 5-course meal. Chat, we have been hard at work. Y'all aren't going to care about this at all. Like, it's literally going to bore you to death if, like, half the chat's going to fall asleep when I start talking about this. But we have been hard at work. We spent all of last week developing systems for producing better content, organizing our lives. Things have been just utter chaos, and we're just like, this has gone too far. Like, this is a mess. Our whole lives are a mess. We're just like creating systems and processes and task lists and everything, and it's helped so much.
It really has.
It really
We
has.
live very disorganized lives, believe it or not.
Utter chaos. Our entire lives are just utter chaos 24/7. And so that's fun. It's pretty fun. You know, it could almost be like, you know how like there's orbits of planets that are like different?
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Last time when you were creating OCs and for the bird one for the wings, where did you find it?
Huh?
Huh? Can Can we get an...
For the wings? What? You mean Eric? Where was that guy?
Eric?
This guy?
Our homie Eric? He
Oh,
don't
wait,
have
this is-
wings,
He
bro?
don't have wings. He don't have wings.
Then they're probably not talking about that one. I don't know.
Oh.
Wings? Wing?
Oh, I just looked up bird wings anatomy or something.
Bird wings.
The iPad's like all twisted.
Oh,
unless
no.
the camera actually got bumped.
No, it didn't. Wow, this drawing's so small, but it's so pretty.
Bro, it's... Now you know how I feel.
I know.
I'm always drawing too small.
Wings?
They lost brain cells reading that. Reading what?
Bird wings.
Reading what? What? Bird wings.
There it is. I just looked up bird wings. Literally just bird wings, and then I saw this.
It's on Pinterest. Everything's on Pinterest.
Tinkerbell thing for the shoes.
I feel like there's no
Ooh,
image
wait.
that's not on Pinterest by now. What?
What if the shoes were dark?
Young? Yes.
And
What if the shoes were dark and they had like a dark... Ooh, that's cute. What if they also had like a dark thingy
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah. I put it up here.
What about what Robert said in class? Someone was like, "Oh, I have that book," and he's like, "Yeah, but you actually have to read it." Like he was talking about like a Loomis book or something, right?
Oh yeah, like
He's
illustration.
like creative illustration or something, and one of the ladies is like, "Oh, I have that book." He's like, "Yeah, but you actually have to read it." That's so funny. That happens so much though, for real.
It really does. It does.
Like they'll mention a book, and chat's like, "I have that book." But did you read it?
Like, did you read it?
I have a whole... Dude, Tinkerbell, the dress really stands out. Oh, yes. Which one of your main characters could you see in this dress?
Honestly, I have no clue.
I don't know if it is.
I don't think it is any kind of aesthetic. I mean, like, I feel like I would say Miko, because Miko would wear these kind of dresses, but it's kind of dark, and I don't know.
Can confirm the books are not being read. Laura, are you new? I saw you comment a couple times during the stream. Funny comments.
I can't really imagine any of our characters wearing this.
Perhaps. Good enough to leave an impression where I recognize your name. It might be the key, though. Peek. Bow Boozled. Bow. I used to know a guy named Bow. Bow Tao was his name. He was like a Vietnamese. He was in my high school class. He was a cool dude. He was one of my best friends in high school. I don't know what the heck happened to him. You know, Microsoft shut down Skype. Skype was the only thing I had to contact him on. Nobody uses Skype anymore, though.
Yeah.
If I'm ever stuck, I just draw Hatsune Miku. There's another character you could draw as well.
Miki?
Yes, Miki. Absolutely, Miki Biki. You could draw Miki anytime you want. In fact, I encourage it. I'm glad my name reminds you of a good guy. Awesome. Bow.
You can also draw Ray if you want, or any of our other characters. Miki, Miko, Abby.
Yo, Miki Biki is the face of book volume 2. There she is on the cover.
And there they are with the friend group.
Yo,
Miki,
Miko, June, Tira, Naomi.
Oh, not Abby. Naomi.
Bro, how are we gonna add them in future volumes? Ray and Abby. Ray's gonna be like,
She would.
cuties, yes.
I don't know how I would add. We will have to make a whole entire different illustration for this.
Oh, for sure.
We have 8 characters now in the cast, plus Jake, including Jake.
But it's just gonna be a shot of the girls, though.
Yeah.
For real. I was about to say, where's Jake? He's not involved in those types of illustrations. He's behind the scenes doing work. He's just like
He's
he's like using the fan. He's like the one manning the fan to like blow their hair to make it voluminous for the photo.
Did you book on Amazon UK?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
You can get it in the UK. We'll get him involved. He is involved.
If Jake is involved in the picture, he'll have to dress like a girl. He'll have to wear a wig.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, those are cute ruffles.
Blah, 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 blah. What? These?
No, that.
Those?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
I like this dress. It's cute. See, this is my comfort zone right here. I could do this all day. If my job was just doing a bunch of dresses like this, and just designing cute dresses, oh, I'd be very happy.
You'd be very happy and very stagnated.
I would be very stagnated. I would be very stagnated. That's very true. Off the shoulder shirts? Ooh. Like with one arm up? Sure. Off the shoulder. Do you mean like one off the shoulder? Like kind of slanted off to one side?
Christina was meant for fashion.
Thank you. I'm very passionate about drawing these kind of things, but...
Oh, what about the rant yesterday? The stupid... That was funny. I don't know if there's anything that gets me more fired up than that. Maybe a couple things.
Both shoulders a struggle with the layout. Honestly, let me think. Okay, let me just think. Sometimes you just gotta think a little bit. You want to draw like one arm up. Here's your shoulder. Here's your arm.
Hello, Rogel.
Hey, Rogel. Here's your other shoulder. We actually got to meet up later about our final class soon. Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sacrament.
think about your arm or your shirt in the front view, and kind of use that as like a base. So here's an off-the-shoulder shirt, right? Shoulders are exposed. I don't know what sleeves you want, but I'll just do like simple sleeves for now, so it looks like this. And then I'm like, okay, kind of visualizing your brain, like be like a motion simulator. I don't know, I guess. And just think, okay, this is gonna look normal. But on this side, it's going to be raised up. I'm going to see the underside of this sleeve. So it'll kind of look like this. I'll see a little bit of the exposed shoulder, and this shoulder will be visible. Here's your clavicle. And also, it depends on, like, do you want this shirt to be, like, skin tight, or do you want it to be, you know, a little bit looser? That will depend as well. But even I can't really exactly visualize it. I would have to have a better reference. Let's say it's a bit baggier. So maybe it's a little bit easier to see, like, the underside of this outfit right here. You know, you can try that. Here's a seam line for under the sleeve on the side of the shirt.
We keep getting invited to these like creator network things, and I know some of them are legit. But I don't know anything about it really.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be TikTok famous, Christina?
Are we gonna have to dance?
Dance?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be fun.
Are we gonna have to dance and wear maid dresses?
I mean, it depends on what the dance is. I like dancing. I need a tinkle.
Can you please record this and post this on your TikTok? We post it on our YouTube,
Yes.
which is actually at a better resolution, and you can see the whole iPad. If you want to go over to our YouTube channel, Draw Anime Academy, I will show you our YouTube channel if you want. View channel. Here we are. Right there, we are live, Draw Anime Academy. And we're live right now, see? I can probably even just look at that. Phoneception. And all of our live streams get saved. So everything going all the way back to like before even the beginning of this year, there's literally like hundreds of videos now, or like I don't know, like 150 videos or something. We streamed a lot. Good night. Cha-ching. We do have a Discord server, by the way. If you want the... That's wrong. If you want the Discord server invite, you can check this out. Or you can direct message us on TikTok and ask for the invite, and I'll send it to you. But this is the easier way. You can go ahead and screenshot that if you want. It's just drawanime.com. It's going to be the blue button. You'll see it when you get on there. See, here's the page. There's the Discord invite. Right there and right there. This is drawanime.com. And I'll go copy that. And it's fun. It's a fun Discord server. A lot of stuff goes on. We ran a challenge with a giveaway recently. And we might have a couple winners in here. Maybe just one. Lau. What is... Huh? I want a stove, a TV, a washing machine, a speaker. What are you, huh?
What are you on about? It hurt.
What?
It kind of hurt a little
Did
bit.
my toenail scratch you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Poppy left a little present behind us.
A present of
It's
the
not
hair clumps.
Dookie. It's just a fur clumps because she groomed. Why has she been over grooming, bro? She's the happiest kitty in the world lately.
No clue. Chat, do you guys know why cats can overgroom and rip their hair out sometimes?
She's literally so happy.
Yeah, she's happy. She's well fed. I don't think she's bored.
She's not bored, bro. She's been bothering us the whole night.
Kitty's
Kitty.
not here right now.
I don't know where the heck she went off to.
She,
We can show the aftermath of Kitty.
I'll show the after. Worms?
No.
The only place that she does tear out is the base of her tail.
She just reaches around and rips her fur out, and
Yeah, that's
it's
what it
not.
looks
It
like.
hasn't been a lot.
It's not a lot. It's only like a few clumps, but she's been doing that kind of recently. She used to do that when she was stressed, but I don't know what she's doing it now. I don't know why.
Oh.
Parasite of some sort. Either bad habits or something's bothering her on her tail. I was thinking it could have been a bad habit because she did that a lot when she was living with dogs, and maybe like it kind of felt satisfying, so maybe she's doing it as a habit. I have no clue.
But she stopped doing it for a super long time.
Yeah, I don't know. A dainty handful? I have not done that yet. I would have to do some research before doing that. Oh, very thin, almost transparent. If I were to just do like a quick thing.
Now she's grooming Toby. Toby, don't eat Poppy's hair. He's chewing
they're
up
right
her
here.
hair. Quit that. Here. Stop eating. Toby came in and started eating Poppy's hair on the floor.
You want to see one, kitty? Come on, Toby.
He's like, ooh, hair.
Come on, Toby. Come on. Chat wants to see you.
Here. Yeah. Zoop.
There's
Here's
one
your baby.
kitty.
He's got hair all over him, bro. Why are you eating?
Why are you eating her hair? Are you that hungry that you're gonna be willing to eat your own auntie's hair?
It's been a whole 2 minutes. It's been a whole 2 minutes since I got fed. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me.
Look at the culprit. Look at you. Your greed sickens me. Look at those cute little pink paws though. So cute.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. He's so cute. Come here, Toby. You were bothering me earlier, weren't you? When I was trying to make the thumbnail.
Now we're gonna, what's it called? Bother him.
Kiss attack.
Discipline.
Discipline. Alright.
Yeah.
Handfuls.
Huh? Oh, you little...
no.
What, now you need something, huh?
So it's something like this. Ooh, these are so pretty. I would say if you're gonna draw this, you can be a bit more fluid. You can be fluid with it. It has a lot of like you can see that there's barely any straight lines. A lot of S curves, and I would keep the lines very, very faint. Not super faint, but like quite faint. You can even see like the inside. Let me see here.
Meow.
If I were drawing the Hanfu, I would make my line work very swooshy, I guess. I would try to analyze, the outfit itself. Like there's a belt right up here. And then the rest is like very, very poofy. So lots of delicate soft lines, just like that. If you want to draw like separate parts of the outfit, you can darken some lines to show some overlap and a bit of value. And show a little bit of the arm. The drawing of the arm as the cloth rolls over, so that will make it feel very transparent.
Yeah, he is cute.
He is cute.
The pink bean. Yes, he has a one singular pink toe on a foot. And then he has half a pink toe on another foot, and then he has 1.5 pink toes on one foot. And then the last foot just has one pink toe.
Yeah, half a toe.
Those are pretty.
Yeah. So yeah. And then
Good night, Laura.
everything else is kind of just a bunch of drop folds. However you want to design it. There's a bunch of like, I know that some Hanfus, there'll be like a layer that looks like
He's
this.
trying to eat hair. He's trying to find hair and eat it. Homie, that's not food.
There's gonna be a layer that splits like this, and then there's gonna be another simpler layer underneath. But everything's all the same texture, so that's why it can be really hard to decipher what's happening.
That's not food. That's not food.
So the more flowy that you make it, especially towards the bottom, the more it's going to look very delicate, very interesting.
Look at him. He's like ravenous. He's like, I need to find hair.
Does Poppy's hair really taste that good? Check the food bowls. Are they hungry or something?
He's crazy.
Aw. He really doesn't even think once. Yeah, honestly.
From here.
Skin infection or boredom? I've checked Poppy's skin. It does not have any flakes on it. Doesn't have any redness. It has dandruff.
What?
In terms of boredom, she plays with Toby a lot. And she does have like her moments where she does have the zoomies. But I don't know if she's bored.
He doesn't even think once? He don't even think negative once.
Negative once.
Toby, so Poppy has 1 IQ point, Applejack has 1 IQ point, and Toby has -2. So they average, they add up to 0. Cuddles aren't close enough.
Maybe he just really loves her. Cuddles aren't close enough, like just
What is
eating her
this?
hair.
Members only live stream on YouTube. Ooh, we should do that. We should just debate chat. We should do the coolest, funnest, most interesting topic, and then we just click that little button. What do you think, YouTube? Members only live stream. And then we'll do a TikTok members only live stream as well, like a subscriber only. So you can't get around it by going on TikTok.
There are a lot of drawings. A lot of small drawings. A lot of larger drawings. Oh, I really like this lace pattern, honestly. This was really fun.
All right, I'm about ready to wrap up.
Yeah, me too. That's fun. I need to reserve extra brain power for discussing our class. Oh, the huff was great. Thank you so much. Oh, awesome. Yeah, and I'll post this in our live demo section in our Discord, so you'll be able to see this again. It's cool. I like drawing clothes. They're very therapeutic. Still glad I stumbled upon you guys. I'm so glad too. Oh, I just joined. Yeah, I know. We've been live for about almost 3 hours. Could you do a jacket at 3/4 angle with a shirt underneath? It's so hard for me. I don't know why. I would say draw the shirt first and then draw the jacket over it. And then make sure that one side of the jacket is wider and you can see more of it, and the other side is like more compressed, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm kind of tired to do another demo, if I'm gonna be honest. Just keep doing it, honestly. I think you will have more epiphanies the more you draw it. Just draw it like 100 more times, sorry. I would say even just try to draw it 10 times, 10 more times. Try to change different techniques of how you want to show the jacket. Like, oh, maybe what if I push it over a little bit more and stuff like that. Struggle with the one on the side that's less shown. It depends on what jacket, but you're gonna have a lot more overlap. So like hoodie, right? You're gonna have your drawstrings. All this gets thinner. Here's the sleeve on the other side. You're gonna see more ballooning on the bottom of the jacket and the elastic. Whereas on this side, it's a bit more graphic. So I think the overlaps on this one is more frequent. And this side gets really, really squished. Yeah, join the Discord, Bao. That'd be great. I've had multiple epiphanies recently. It's wild. That's awesome. Gotta love the epiphanies, honestly. That's what helps with art so much.
If you want to get good at clothing drawing, by the way, chat, get good at doing this. But that last one was kind of bad. Get good at doing this kind of stuff. These little things, little mannequins.
Yeah.
Get good at drawing little bodies. You don't have to do this body type. You can do whatever body type you want. Clothing drawing gets a million times easier when you can draw these and understand the three-dimensional space. Like little bodies. Twisting, turning. You just drape clothes over top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just do like literally so many of those.
I'm in the Discord, but my notifs don't work. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Did you make sure you verified in the server? So they get all the drop-down menus and stuff?
The channels?
The channels? Oops, yeah, the channels. For some reason, my brain's not working with the words.
It's all good. We had a big day.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll have like bursts of like teaching energy where I'll just be like, I'll just nail all my words, all my descriptions, and then today I kind of felt a bit like slow. But yeah, it's a Discord app. It's bugged. Oh, that sucks. I hope that it gets fixed. That sucks.
That's wild. And then when you get good at drawing these bodies, draw them with like a really light marker. So you can see underneath of this, you can see there's like a really light body underneath of that with marker. And then on top, you can just draw the clothes with pen. Mm-hmm. That's how I do studies these days. That one actually is a completely different body underneath. So that one's actually not correct. Same with these. Really, really, really rough marker of a body and then line work over top with pen. Same thing as this. That's how I do studies on stream, by the way.
I've just been really burnt out on art for the past month. Any tips to overcome it? Depends on why you're burnt out.
Yeah, there could be a bunch of reasons you're burned out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think you should find the reason why you're burnt out. Like, is it your expectations? Is it just because you just don't really have much else to draw? Is it because you are too hard on yourself? And so that can burn you out. Or, like, maybe you're, like, putting too much unrealistic, like, parameters. Like, I can only do this if I can get it all done in, like, an hour. And then it doesn't happen. Or something like that. Based on my level, how many more years with practice until I'm like you guys, joking but not? I'm not sure, so I can't really tell you that.
I don't know.
I can't really say because it depends on your schedule and it depends on like how hardcore you are with your practice. Like,
Not all practice
is created equal, yeah, so I can't really say.
I mean, I know people who've gone really high level pro in 5 years.
Yeah?
They put in crazy amount of work, but like with their weight, they got way better than I am in 5 years just by grinding it out like crazy.
Makes you no life it. I would say if you want to get better, do some studying as well. Not just drawing a lot. Like, I mean, yeah, like it's good that you draw a lot, and I've been there too, where I was the type that just drew a lot without much studying. And the drawing part, you know, is more like intuitive, right? Like you got a lot of good muscle memory. You're able to draw more fluently. But when it comes to studying, that is important because you want to know how to one day draw from imagination, right? So the studying part, which is drawing those boxes, drawing those forms, drawing a lot of dimensional drawing exercises, that, you know, like, and that some of those exercises, a lot of those exercises we teach in our anime art school, but doing those exercises and being very conscious about your practice is what's going to make you better more than just drawing a lot. So I know that you know that. But like that's what actually makes you better faster too, is how long, like how many hours you put in a day.
Yeah. Drawing is a science.
It is a science.
Like
it's a martial art.
It spans back so incredibly long. They've got it down. Like they have got how to teach people how to draw and become professional level artists down to a science. It is not like just kind of this whatever stuff. Like there are schools out there, not all schools, not very many schools, but there are schools out there that every single term students are graduating with literally professional level work. And they came in, I don't even know, dog trash.
I want to get better, but when I realize I have to actually try, I'd rather doodle. And, you know, that's totally fine if you want to stay that way,
Yeah,
you know.
it's
but
totally fine.
It's going to take more than just doodling, obviously, in order to get to where we are, because we had to do the practice. And and I totally get it. Like, there's sometimes where I just rather doodle too. And there are times where I just don't practice what I need to practice. Like, and so we all get to those points where we're like,
yeah, you're not going to doodle your way there.
yeah, you're not going to do it your way there.
And that's totally fine. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to get there, it's totally fine. But, like, Christina and I have been through really, really hardcore classes. You can't doodle your way to, like, understanding anatomy at Christina's level.
Yeah.
But, like, I draw because I like it.
Yeah, I draw because I like it too. And I try to find the joy in the work, right? Because it could also just be like, yeah, you may be lazy, but it also just could be like maybe you just don't like the idea of work. But the thing is, I've definitely had times where I've been just very lazy and I just don't do anything. And after a few days, I just start getting like really depressed and very low energy. And I would just be like, I can't live like that. Now, it could be also just depending on the person. But for me, like work, if I can find a way to think of it as like good progress, I enjoy it more. And I realize that I can't really live without doing work in a way. You know what I mean? But I don't know if you were listening.
I was admiring something online. I know you were talking to chat.
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
It is super cool.
The colors are on that. Yeah, and it's just up to you.
It's up to you, yeah.
It's totally up to you, but you know, you get out what you put in. That's true with anything.
What kind of art classes would you look for in your town that teaches the stuff besides online? I honestly...
This stuff? I don't know what you really mean by this stuff.
If you're talking about, like, fundamentals...
You're just going to have to look around.
Yeah.
I don't know what... we don't live in a town. We live in a giant city.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna find in a town is gonna be different than what you find in a giant city. All right, Lau, have a good one.
Bye, Lau.
Like, we're taking a class from a painter, an oil painter, really, really, really high level. And he's been in galleries for like 40 plus years. And so we found a class in the school that's, it's actually like an hour drive away from us. It takes about an hour to drive there and then like an hour and 15 minutes to drive back because of the rush hour. But it's a 10-week long class. It's on Wednesdays, and it's worth it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Spending the time. It goes from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every Wednesday. And it's totally worth it. But not all classes are created equal. Not all teachers are equal. Not all teachers teach. You're going to have to just try to find people who are to your liking. It's a trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot of money spent taking teachers that you don't end up liking all that much.
Yep.
It's the same with us. Like, not every class I've enjoyed that much. I've been fortunate that a lot of the classes I've taken were by pretty good teachers.
What colleges should I look into when the time comes?
It depends what
It depends on what you want to get into, yeah.
Do you get paid well as a freelance artist? There are freelance artists that are at the poverty line, and there are freelance artists that are making more than doctors. So it varies about that much.
Mm-hmm. I think another thing is college. Not all colleges are created equal, and not every college is perfect. That's for sure.
I would go so far as to say that most of the schools aren't even colleges. There's a lot of really good trade schools out there nowadays, and online classes and stuff are just dominating. The biggest problem is accountability.
Mm-hmm. Would you suggest anatomy or figure studies more? I have a slightly cartoony style. I would
Studies.
Figure drawing, if you mean?
Like figure drawing includes anatomy, but it's focused on holistically drawing characters. Anatomy is just like information about the body, like the deltoid, the brachialis, the radiobrachialis, the whatever. Like anatomy is like information. Figure drawing is like focusing on learning how to draw the body in a holistic way. Generally speaking, if you're a beginner, you'd want to study figure drawing because that includes a lot of the most useful anatomy for artists. I have always liked drawing anime, cartoons, Marvel, etc. I could draw anything I see, but doing it for myself from imagination, I've never known what to do. Basically, if you want to learn how to draw from imagination, you're going to need to learn foundation. There's kind of 3 core pillars that I like to think about. There's dimensional drawing, there's design, and then there's visual library. So dimensional drawing is like being able to draw things in 3-dimensional space and understanding how to rotate them and how that works. That's like perspective, being able to draw primitive forms. Do we have anything recently that covers that sort of thing? Not really. Like, dimensional drawing is basically like your perspective and form drawing foundation. Number 2 is going to be design.
Stuff
so it's like
this.
yeah, like those are some examples of some exercises like that, for example. That's from imagination, right? I constructed that from imagination, built it out, and then there it is. Stuck it together and then rounded it out. So that lizard, I didn't look at an image in order to draw that. I built it dimensionally, and I had references of lizards at different angles so I understood how the forms worked. But you can see it was actually broken down like this to start. And I broke it down into like the head, the body, the tail, and you can see over here, there's how I drew it. Separately, individually. Head, body, tail, and then I stuck those pieces together
I'm gonna move those
and rounded it out. That's like dimensional drawing. And then there's design. Design, you want to take classes for as well. It's like making things look good, like aesthetically. And design is a whole burrito to open up.
Yeah.
But and then there's visual library. So like in order to draw things, you have to know what they look like, right? Know what forms make them up. Like Christina draws, for example, bodies and stuff. Like for example, like this. This piece right here was done not too long ago on stream. And that was from imagination. Like I found a random box online for reference of like where they tend to put the metal and the wood. I looked at like rope, but I never saw a pile of rope that looked anything like that. I'm just like, how is the rope twisted? Right? And I did all the lighting from imagination. So here's like a cool light. Here's a warm light. Christina did the fairies. So I lit the whole thing and I made like little floating orbs of light, and then Christina turned them into fairies.
What you do?
And that comes from like, understanding color theory, understanding lighting and how light interacts with objects and stuff. But it's really just those three pillars. What is this, Toby? What are you doing? You want to get up there? Come on. Hold up 1 second.
Bao says, do you think there's a way for a 25-year-old to pursue art as a career if they've never studied it before?
Yeah, absolutely. My brother was older than you when he started. He'd never drawn before. He's a professional artist. Wow, look at this. Toby's going to town. Come on. Oh, I just missed him. I had to back out of a bunch of menus.
Now he's going up there.
Homie's going all the way up, bro. What are you doing up there? Come on.
Come down.
Well, we just missed him. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I have friends who are in their 30s. I have friends who are in their late 20s. When they started drawing, and it doesn't even matter if you're 40s, even 50s.
I mean, a lot of the students in a lot of the students in the classes that we went to for painting, are a lot of older people,
Yeah, like the 60s and 70s.
60s and 70s, and they were like, oh yeah, I just started, and I've been taking classes for so and so years.
So we do teach this stuff. Like we actually have an online class. So
Yes.
that's part of the reason we built it. We have a school online called Anime Art School, and it's literally for people like you who are just like, I want to learn how to draw things from my imagination, learning the fundamentals, but I want it to be more like a manga anime style.
Yeah.
And so we teach a bunch of foundation classes online. All of these are images from the classes. A lot of people here actually are students in the school.
Just some examples, but you
Yeah,
can
and
go
so,
ahead and choose the
for example, this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff. Hair, illustrations.
all from imagination.
Yeah, like anatomy. This is proportional breakdown. You'd learn this in any standard figure drawing class. There's a 12-week figure drawing class. Here's the shoulder girdle. Here's torso anatomy, male and female. Here's leg anatomy. So all this is covered in the classes. It's a 12-week figure drawing class, and that's one of the classes. It actually comes with a whole bunch of classes. So like heads, faces, expressions, that's a 14-week class. 12-week class. This is a 14-week class. This is an extra class, actually, that we don't even include, that we don't even count. This is just a bonus class on digital art. This is a 14-week class. This is a 14-week class. This is a 14-week class. Was there two of those? Yeah, why are there two of those?
I don't know why.
But anyways, dimensional drawing, right? So like I teach the perspective class. Here's perspective stuff. So if you want to learn this stuff on your own, funny enough, I would just go to our page here and go to the Anime Art School, go through all the classes. We actually lay out the entire syllabus on the page with the yellow button. I would go and write down all of that. And basically, if you want to learn it for free, you could try to piece it together by looking through like YouTube. It's going to be difficult, but everything's on there. Like we show what you learn every single week. You can download all the syllabuses. So if you want to teach yourself and try to figure out how to learn that all on your own, you don't even have to buy it. You could just go to our landing page and just write down what you learn, what you're going to learn, and then try to like Google it or something.
This is an iPad mini. Yeah.
But yeah, right? Dimensional drawing things from other angles, breaking it down. More dimensional drawing. Here's an assignment. Here's an assignment that I give. Here's an assignment that I give. This is like, I don't remember what week this is, but this is in the class. This is in the class.
Everything's in the class.
Yeah,
It's
like
being shown.
drawing environments from imagination, how to break it down, overlaps, all that kind of stuff. Poses, like starting with something like this. Very simple box person, same pose, front and back. Filling it in with a body, like this, front and back. And then turning it into a character with clothes, front and back. So we take you through this very simple process. And the homework obviously is to do 10 of these, 5 of these, and 2 finals for that week. Here's the final. Here's one of the final assignments for a dimensional drawing class. So I bring you through all this.
A lot of this is from imagination.
Yeah, this
Plus,
is like
you know,
an
obviously,
imaginary scene. This is like from imagination. I set up the perspective, I explain it, I go over it, I do all the sketches, all the final drawings and everything. And I mean, there's just so much to go through. It's such a it's like an entire college. It's kind of like trying to explain what you're going to learn in a college. This is all live demos that Christina did. She goes through everything. It's a complete clothing and costume drawing class from the very, very basics. Like you can see right here. Here's a diaper fold.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a diaper fold with one side that's higher. Talking about all that. I always love looking through this stuff. Here's a process for drawing like a costumed figure, right? This is what Christina's been doing all day, except she actually teaches how to do it and the proportions and everything in the school. So it's like very simple setup. This is literally what I was showing earlier. If you want to get good at drawing costumes, do stuff like this, like little bodies, like little volume bodies. And then you just drape clothes over it, like this. And then there's number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole bunch of those, right? And this is all different stuff from the classes. So half the questions you guys ask on stream, probably more than half, we have lessons for them in our school.
Yeah.
There's just so much.
Suits too.
Like, yeah, suits, shoes, boots, high heels, different fabrics, latex, leather, all kinds of stuff. Even coloring and rendering. All that kind of stuff. There's literally so much. Like I can't even go over it all. Like here's the design part.
This class is an online class.
Yeah, this is an online class. So it's self-paced, so you can get it and go through it at your own pace whenever you want.
It's
You buy it
pre-recorded.
once, you own it forever. Yes, it is. It's recorded.
So you can get it on our website, drawanime.com.
Yeah.
That's where you'll find it. And it's the yellow button that says Anime Art School.
Yeah. But we've been to a lot of different schools and classes and working professionally a lot. What's that?
I don't like it when it does that.
And we just take what we learn and we teach it. We take all of our favorite stuff from taking literally tens of thousands of dollars of classes. We take all of our favorite stuff and we teach it and sell it for, you know, 1 million times less than what we paid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the transfer of knowledge from one generation to the next. I don't know.
I really like this illustration.
But yeah, we actually do want to add a version that's like a full mentorship version where you go through the school and we give you a feedback on your work every single week, kind of like a college or something. I think that would be pretty cool. I was watching some video online and they were just like, you should always have like a really high tier version of what you're selling, just in case someone comes along and they're just like, you know what, I do want feedback for the entire school. And so we're like, maybe we should have that.
Yeah.
But we don't have it right now.
Chris Ken says I'd pay extra for that. Yeah, this is Colton's rendering class. I got a beard.
Yeah, this is from my class. So I teach all this stuff. I teach it live and real time. Not like live, but they're recorded videos, but they're not sped up. And so I teach all this stuff. Like here's wood with barbed wire on it, right? So I draw all of this from scratch, live, starting with a circle. And the same with this, like the stone texture, starting with a circle. Boba cup. I even do like a couple fun materials and I explain how I break this down and like how I even deal with like little water droplets and stuff on the cup. See, there's like a little water droplet and there's like a plastic straw and there's little water droplets on the side. And here's like the boba brown sugar material down there. And so like I literally explain like, how do I break this down? If I were to see a material that I'm like, that's a cool material, I've never seen anybody paint that before, how would I do that? Well, I teach you how. And I even took a space heater just from my room and I broke it down. And I'm like, multiple layers, right? Here's the grill on the front, and then there's the inner part, and there's like the light, and there's the little knob to turn it on and off. And I just turned it into like a sphere. And I even, you know, rendered out the plug. Lighting, cast shadows. What? That's it. Yeah, all this stuff is lessons from the school. It's huge. Like, it's huge. It's an entire college. I mean, it's more than you'd learn in a college a lot of the time. But do you do any animation stuff? No, this is simply a drawing foundation school. So, you know, your drawing foundations that you would need if you want to do animation, like perspective, figure drawing, anatomy, color theory, lighting, design. That's all stuff that animators use. Mm-hmm. But we don't teach any animation. I like these. These are fun. These are like the final character sheets.
Mm-hmm. We have you guys go and make your own character sheets and create your own characters.
Rear view. Look at bro. That's funny. I feel like people in chat would be like, "Who's that?"
Who's that? Well, Saturn was like, "Who's that man in the hat?" And then I was like, "Oh, who's the lady? Oh, who's this lady?" That I mean,
but yeah, we don't teach any animation. I've never animated before, other than like doing a turntable of a 3D model during concept, like a concept job. What is your path to success? What you did to get into schools? Well, the school that I went to had no barrier to entry, but it's not around anymore. It's in Singapore. I went to a trade school in Singapore called FZD School of Design. And it was back in 2015 to 16. They taught me industrial design, and it was a year-long program geared at taking you and getting you into the industry as fast as possible. So it was a ton of work. And then after I graduated from there, I did some work on theme parks and some mobile games. Singapore mentioned, let's go. Are you in Singapore?
Really?
That'd be fun. I lived at Novena. Yeah, I would love to animate crits. That's one of the things. My family is from Singapore. Awesome.
Oh.
I loved living in Singapore. I was there during their 50th birthday, so it was really fun. A lot of like benefits of being there that year.
Look at that rabbit.
La. It was really fun. I liked it. I never went over to Malaysia, but yeah, I was there.
This looks like Applejack.
2015 and 16. Kind of does, bro. Honestly, education is so affordable online now. Like literally, we sell an entire college for like $500. Education is so affordable these days. It's mostly the accountability, like someone getting you to do your work or something that holds you accountable. The main reason people would go to a college is because it holds them accountable. Either there's one of two things, right? Either it's an industry where they need a degree, whether they think they need a degree, or whether they want accountability. Those are like mostly the reasons you would go to a college. Right? You're in an industry that needs a degree and you need the training. You think you need a degree and you really don't. Or you're like, bro, I'm not going to teach myself this. I'm not diligent or responsible, and I need someone spanking me if I don't do my job. I don't know, you know what I mean? If I don't do my homework. And but there's mentorships. There's mentorships nowadays. Is there any programs I might need to have for something like digital art course? We cover the basics. So if you just have something like an iPad or Krita on the computer or a tablet, Colby, do you have like an iPad or a computer with a tablet or anything like that? What about schools in Cali? You're in luck because there's a lot of good schools in California.
Brainstorm, Art Center, although you might
I'm
have
old
to...
school pencil paper. It is digital. There's a couple classes you'd be able to go through, but it is like a digital, it's a digital school. So all of the coloring, painting, all of the color theory, painting class, all of that is going to be digital.
I would say you can try some, if you want to go more lower budget, Krita is a free program that I heard a lot of people really like using. You can try to get an XP pen.
I think he's on your desk.
He probably is on my desk. You could probably try to get an XP pen or a Huion tablet. Those are a lot cheaper.
It depends on your budget, really. A lot of people just, like, if you already have a PC, I would recommend just getting, like, Krita to start.
Yeah.
And getting, like a cheap tablet or something. You can literally get a Cintiq for, like, $200-$300 now. Not a Cintiq. What is it called? Like an XP pen. Krita. I'll type it in the chat. It's free. It's completely free. It's like a digital art program. It's pretty good. There's even professionals who use it. Mm-hmm. Some people like Clip Studio Paint. We do the whole class in Photoshop, but all of the digital art programs work similarly.
Yeah.
So if you already have a PC, I would recommend just getting like a tablet or something. If you'd rather draw on a screen, like the one that Christina's drawing on, you can get a display tablet style. Mm-hmm. There's also like the Intuos style, or like the, what are they called?
Like
an Intuos.
No screen? I don't
Chat,
know.
what are those called? What are the tablets with no screen called? It just controls your mouse.
Toby's doing something naughty.
Yeah, go check him. Spank him.
Toby, what are you doing?
Krita's similar to 2014 Photoshop. Interesting. Where is he?
He's just
Chilling.
behind the green screen.
I have a Wacom. I like Wacom. I don't necessarily like them as a company, and their software tends to be buggy, but they're really good. Like, their products are pretty good. Unless it's just been updated. Then sometimes I'll break it. A Wacom 12? I don't know what a Wacom 12 is.
I don't know. I mean 12-inch?
But even just Procreate is great. An iPad and an Apple Pencil and Procreate's going to be the cheapest part. It's like $12. But oh my gosh, like if you want art on the go, you really can't go wrong with an iPad and an Apple Pencil.
You can't. It's
Then
an investment.
Feel
but...
free to come by stream anytime, by the way.
Yeah.
Tori,
Tori.
what are you doing here? How did that get there? Yeah, we teach Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. And then we'll usually go live on either Tuesday or Thursday, depending on which day we feel like going live on. Now I feel a kitty. I just know it's a Wacom. Does it have a screen, or does it control the mouse on your screen? And you feel free to join the Discord server as well. It has a screen.
Oh.
Is it large or is it small? Not that it matters that much. Wacom 1. O-N-E, is it a Wacom 1? I have one. I have one of those.
Is it
I
like
actually
those
kinda
like that looks like a rectangle? Like that?
What? That's very wide.
Well, the Wacom 1 is like super...
The Wacom 1's just pretty small. It's like a small Cintiq. A
I thought it
Wacom
was
1,
like,
yeah, I have one of
thought it
those.
was like wide.
Nope.
What?
No, it's just like a baby Cintiq. It's like,
No way.
yeah, it's like this wide.
Oh, I need
It's
to
like
look
this,
it up.
right? It's in my computer bag.
Could have sworn
Or you
it
can
was
look
like
it up.
wider.
Yeah, I have one. I actually kind of liked it. They're pretty inexpensive, too. It's like a baby Cintiq. But honestly, I think XP Pen works just as well. If I was getting a Wacom, I'd get like a Cintiq Pro or something. Like, I'd spend the money on it. If I were getting something inexpensive, I would probably try a Huion or XP Pen first. But the Wacom 1, I do like it. Is the Wacom one any good? I could do professional work on it and it wouldn't really bother me.
It's more personal preference.
It's just kind of small-ish. Like, I'm used to working on a Cintiq 24-inch. The Wacom one is like a little travel-size Cintiq. But I liked it. I never had any issues with it. And it's lightweight, too. It's, like, pretty lightweight. The Cintiq Pros tend to be pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a decent tablet.
As long as you can work with it.
My first tablet was an Intuos 3 small. I got it for my birthday when I was little, and I got Manga Studio.
Manga Studio. Clip Studio, Manga Studio. I got Manga Studio 5.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. I was so excited when I got it.
Old Manga Studio. Oh my gosh, bro. I got this one.
Oh my gosh, you did?
Yeah.
I got that one down there.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh man. Manga Studio 3.0 on the Macintosh. That's wild, bro. First available January 18th, 2006. Talk about old as dirt, bro.
Toby, what are you doing? Oh, you're just trying to get into the box.
Wow. I was so stinking excited. It was in the Apple Store.
That's
how old it was. Can you show us? Yeah, I'll just take a picture of it. Toby, would you quit stinking eating stuff? That's stuffing. Homie acts like this one. That was old, bro. Really old. That ain't gonna work on nothing anymore.
This brush you can get on our profile.
I was born in 2006.
So you can get this brush on drawanime.com. It's a green button, and that's where you can get it.
I don't know what brushes you're talking about, because we only use one brush.
Yeah.
The best brush. Born in 2000?
I was born in 2000.
Is there a website that helps with shadows? Not really sure what you mean.
Do you mean like reference? Like reference? I guess. Like you can use Blender to make mock-up scenes and light it and stuff. And that's a free program.
To be. Who faster, chat? Ken Lee or this guy? This bro right here? Look at this. Bro literally pulled a Rock Lee. Bro pulled a Rock Lee. Who faster? Ken Lee? Who this guy's name again? I don't remember. It's not super memorable. Code MTC. I don't know who this is, but I'm not following him because Ken Lee's faster. No, I'm kidding. I'm following this guy. This is the most interesting stuff on TikTok. TikTok was made for this. Bro. This guy's so fast. We got Rock Lee in real life before GTA 6. For real.
For real.
Ken Lee's the bald guy. Bro, what are they training? Snaz said, what are they training for? What is he training for? I said to beat Ken Lee. Toby, stop it!
Toby's being a butt right now.
No, you can't be back there. That's computer stuff. What are you
No,
doing?
it's not good.
He's trying to turn us off. He's trying to turn chat off. That's so funny. It's so funny that the viewers went back up now. It's at like 135 again. Who is? What are y'all doing here?
What are y'all doing here? We're just chilling. Glad you're here though.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're glad you're here. Any tips for studying artists? Master studies. What
reverse
course would you guys
engineer.
suggest first? Human anatomy. The class is actually laid out in order that we recommend you go through it.
Yeah.
So term 1, it's heads, faces, and expressions and human anatomy. Bye. What? Okay, I'll take my leave. Tori, no. Stay. Toby said it's bedtime.
I would say if you want to, since the dimensional drawing is such a big foundation of drawing, you can even go through that first too.
Yeah, you could absolutely start with dimensional drawing, but the school is laid out in 3 terms. Term 1, term 2, and term 3. Term 1 is human anatomy and heads, faces, and expressions, right?
Yes.
Term 2 is advanced character design, dimensional drawing, and costumed figure drawing. Or whatever we called it. What was it called? Fabric and folds.
Yeah.
Fabric and form.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah. And then term 3 is painting class, background painting, and then portfolio building class. So that's what? How many classes? That's 7. And then there's another. That's the intro to digital art. And you can take that whenever you want. But I would recommend that. What's the brush called? GSS Blade 1.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's not.
You
really
won't
a
be
good
able to
name
find
for
it.
Yeah.
We have the download for free on our website. So yeah, the school is laid out in order that we recommend. Like I said, it's like a college. There's terms, there's weeks, there's homework. It's literally like a college. Like
Yeah.
3 terms of 14 weeks each. Pretty sure I have your guys' book.
You
Which
probably
volume?
do.
Volume 1 or volume 2? Probably 1.
Those are our books.
We have 2, I repeat, 2 how to draw books. Bella.
Hey Bella, which one do you have, Euphoric? The first or the second?
Is it? No, that's not is. Is it? Or is you is?
I
Probably
don't know.
not.
Yeah, both. Oh, nice. You got the manga one. Oh, awesome.
No, that's not is.
Yeah, I really liked first book's pretty good. Second
did
book
the
is our
manga one.
masterpiece though.
The second
Oh, the
one.
second one. Oh, okay. I really like this one. This one's
Volleyball
pretty
Legends music, bro.
Everybody says that.
What
What
does
is-
that mean?
good.
Somebody
What is Volleyball Legends?
somebody DM me on Discord and explain in a video that will make me understand that.
Uh-oh. They're being needy. I think they're bored.
What are y'all doing? Play with each other, man. There's 3 of you.
Toby's like, Poppy won't play with me. Applejack's too tired. He's like that.
If I ever get rich, you guys would be too, huh?
Huh?
I drew all day. Now I'm sore and hungry and tired. That's great.
That is
And
good.
do the same thing again tomorrow. And that's literally the best life. Can we put that we took the courses in your resume and portfolio if you want? Sure.
Interesting. I never thought about that route. Like putting in a portfolio.
Buy everything you sell. It's a Roblox game? What's favorite anime right now? I don't know.
I don't know. We have a lot of favorites. We're currently watching Code Geass right now. It's pretty good so far.
It is pretty good. Code Geass is pretty good. I would say the one thing is that there's a lot of very convenient things that happen.
Yeah.
I don't dislike the show. I like it. There's a lot of convenient stuff. Like, every single time, what's his name? Lelouch?
Lelouch, yeah.
Lelouch does something, that girl happens to be walking right by the window and sees it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, very convenient.
But, like, I don't even understand why she needs to see it. Like, she could just go her whole life without seeing that.
But I like it. It's good. It just
Yeah.
feels a little, like, convenient.
Yeah.
Like, you can't always avoid convenience. Sometimes you have to like line things up and stuff. I started watching Atla for the infiniteenth time. Infiniteenth time.
Infinity.
I've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender so many times.
So good.
I used to watch it as a kid so much. Going to art school next year. Awesome, that's fun.
Awesome. Have fun.
Mob Psycho 100 is my favorite. We had so many people tell us to watch that, but we haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it is
Phenomenal.
Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is coming to my theater. So excited. That's fun. I would go and watch it with all of my no friends.
My no friends. You just watch it with me.
Yeah. Rewatching Cowboy Bebop. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, so good.
You did chibi versions of Faye and Spike.
I did.
For
in
the
our
chibi
art
class, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Like
It's
how
fun.
to take an existing character and turn them into a chibi and simplify their designs.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff.
I probably should have done a Genshin character in
I
hindsight.
feel a kitty and it feels kind of heavy. It's probably Applejack.
Apple, yep, that's
I
Applejack.
knew it.
Apple bean.
Applejack tends to like Poppy like lightly brushes you. Applejack's like, Apple baby, where are you?
He's right by my feet.
Who wants to see Applejack?
Lemon Jack.
Lemon Jack.
Hi, baby. Hi. Come here.
Oh, you're rubbing against my leg now.
Hi.
Good boy. You used to not rub against your legs at all.
Well, there you are.
Hi there.
Hi, baby.
I always look forward to seeing him.
He's so big.
He smells so good.
Okay, show him on screen.
Toe beans are so cute. He's so big, bro. 15-pounder. 15-pounder.
There you are.
Lemon Jack.
Cute little
Wait.
lemon bean.
Do you hear a yippee?
Oh, oh.
Oh!
Crits.
We got Crits Can with the 5 Draw Anime Academy gifted memberships on YouTube.
Katsua.
Abby, Lady Moon, Kyo, and Christopher all got gifted memberships. What do you think about that, Applejack?
What do you think about that?
Is that fun? Do you want a gifted membership? Holy moly, I am hairy now. Applejack sheds the most.
He does.
Wow. W. 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 Double W.
Mm-hmm.
W.
That's great. Thank you so much, Crits. As always.
Wait a second. We got something here. Applejack cam. He won't look. He's licking. Wish my cat was that cuddly. He's not cuddly. He just doesn't care at all if you pick him up.
Yeah.
He doesn't really cuddle. You just grab him and flip him around and stuff, and he's just like I don't care at all.
Yeah, he is like that.
Look at that big back, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at that big back. Absolute mountain of a cat.
Mm.
My cat would scream.
Scream.
Another cat reveal. Yeah, we've had all three kitties on stream. What is this?
Crap, I want sushi.
Bro, sushi would be so good. Wait, we're having our Korea.
Yeah, we are having a curry, aren't we?
The cat would bite me.
I'm glad that we don't have any spicy cats.
029434 says, "You're the only one who helped me understand finally how to draw hands."
Oh, that's great. I'm so happy about that.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you so much again, Crits. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
I found out apparently my parents replaced my hamster because it died.
Oh, the parents do that,
F's
huh?
in the chat.
I've heard of that. I've heard those stories a few times. Be like, oh yeah, my parents did that.
I wouldn't notice.
I wouldn't notice either. Well, I think there was like a book about it or something. I don't know. Saying that like, oh, parents will often do that.
Guess who got a dresser coming tomorrow?
Us.
No more living off a folding table. Yeah, let's go. You'll understand when you're older, chat. Some of you. Y'all know you're an adult when you are so stinking excited about, like, a chair. You're just like, bro. Yeah, like, a toy and something to play with and all, but bro, we finally got a chair. Let's go.
Literally, been waiting forever for it.
Applejack, you're such a big back. Bro is like menacingly sitting there. Bro, spin so chat can see. They want to see you.
How about you just manually spin them?
Hi, baby.
Parents would like, okay, so kids don't really know the concept of like taking care of hamsters or like pets, right? So it's very easy for a pet
All right,
hamster.
I spun.
It's very easy for a pet hamster or whatever to die, and hamsters die really
Oh
easily.
my
I heard.
gosh, bro, they're
So
literally.
in order for like the kids to not get upset, the parents would basically buy, like if the parents would notice that the hamster dies, right? And so they're like, crap, we can't let the kid know that it died, so we gotta get a duplicate that looks exactly like it, and the kid would never know. And so basically they've been cycling it, I guess, or maybe that happens once or a few times, until the kid doesn't care anymore.
So cute.
Look at him, he's really enjoying this.
Oh, doesn't that look good?
Oh, why he's sitting like a human?
What if he is a human, reincarnated as a cat? Look at that silly bean. Look at toesies, look.
Oh, picking little toesies out. That's cute.
My mom did the opposite of that. Oh. Well. Yeah.
No way. So fast, bro. Look how fast.
I can't even
Actually,
fathom like
chat
the
can't
skill,
see it.
you
They're
know?
watching Applejack.
Oh my gosh, look at his pose now. 120 people just watching Applejack cleaning himself.
Y'all got weird tastes.
My dresser broken now. I only have 2 drawers working out of 5. Oh man. What is this, Mickey Core?
That's 100% Miki Core.
Oh no.
I would do that, but I wouldn't accidentally forget it. I just leave it in.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Chad, I'm doom scrolling. Bro, look at bro's hair. What if I had hair like
No.
that?
No. I was fine with the eclipse fade, but not that. I'm getting hungry, are you?
He's cute.
Thank you.
Is that someone specific or just
No, this is a rando.
could be a Tira?
Yeah, it could be a Tira. I was kind of basing it off of like the Disney style. What if you guys give me free art school enrollment because I'm so special and awesome? Good try, Cookie.
Yep, good try. Rogel with a Canadian 5. My mother put a, quote, dead hamster in the trash once and it revived. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh, that's cute. Wow, thank you, Rogel.
Oh wow, thank you. Oh, it revived?
Bro
Oh, my.
is cleaning his whole body, bro. Yeah, revived. Zombie hamster. It's like the zombie hamster in Fairly Odd Parents. Remember that? Chat?
Ooh, I can play my Rune Factory later tonight.
Yeah.
I love Rune Factory 3 so much. It's so good. The dialogue is so good. So good.
Yeah, she found one of her favorite
Games as my childhood games.
You know, I should order some of those old How to Draw
Colton, you should
books I
play
had
Rune
as a kid.
Factory. I want you to play Rune Factory sometime. I could never figure out how to play multiplayer on Rune Factory. Never really understood it.
I should play Rune Factory.
Yeah, I would love for you to play Rune Factory sometime and actually get to know how to play it. And it's a really good game. I really enjoy it. It's the only kind of fighting action game that I would actually play because it has a mix of different genres in it. It has farming in it, has cooking, has fighting, has a lot of, it has romance, it has everything in one package that makes me love Rune Factory. It sucks that Rune Factory 5 wasn't that good though.
Oh, I had this book as a kid.
Oh, you did?
I had that
that's
one,
cute.
And I had this one.
Oh.
I wanted them all. And I had that one. I have this one on the shelf, though, for nostalgia reasons. Bro. I remember they were in Barnes & Noble when I was a kid.
It was just too close to the body when comatose, but they wake up when they warm up. Oh, interesting.
What on earth?
Rogo says, my mom says hamsters are prone to having hibernation-like states and people think they died. That's literally, you guys literally said the same thing without reading each other's comments. It's funny.
That's wild. I guess it's true. Look at this, bro.
Oh my gosh, what if we had that many books?
That's sick. Oh, I would. That's cool.
I don't know who Yoshitaka Amano is. We're kind of just chilling now, so no tutorials.
There's Applejack. It's kind of boring on TikTok, isn't it?
Eh.
How about that? We can bring back the drawing stuff. You ready to wrap up?
Yes, I'm ready.
I am so hungry, bro. I could take a big old bite out of Applejack right now. So hungry. Give my boy some privacy. He loves the attention.
He does. He really does.
Absolutely does. He is a big back with a big ego.
He has, his ego's the size of Mickey's ego.
Mm-hmm. This one's super cute.
That one's heckin' cute. Oh my gosh. That's like a
Such
Mickey.
a nice composition.
Yeah, nice.
It's like a Mickey, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Mickey. No problem, Dahlia.
I like to call
You better not, Applejack.
Caught in the act. Get out of there. Shh. Hey. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No. Shh.
Can't caught
No. Ah, he looks.
He
He's
just
like,
looks and he's like, whatever.
quit that. Shh. Oh, he just disrespected us. He went. Hey. Shh.
We should have a mic by there.
You know you're not allowed to do that.
You're scratching the wall too. Double offense. Well,
Yeah, Applejack has a major dad bod. Oh my goodness, he took the whole thing off.
holy crap, that's the first.
Homie, I'll boop your snoot.
We'll roll you into a sandwich roll and
We'll make Applejack sushi out of you.
Applejack sushi.
Applejack nigiri.
Ooh.
He's purring so much too.
Why?
Because he
He's
likes.
so satisfied.
He disrespects us, and then he loves it.
Oh, you're a brat, aren't you?
Oh, he's just scratching. Hey, you can't do that. Earthquake.
Look at that idiot. That silly little bean.
No.
No.
Hey.
You know, honestly, I get it, Applejack. It's like
It's so tempting.
It's like when you pick a scab off and you're like, I have to finish the job. I have to rip it off again. It's like that.
Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm just scratching.
Why are you doing this?
Meow, meow, meow. Look at Tori. It's Applejack. He's being a big back, and he's being a big back talker. I think he might have farted, too.
Did you fart, Applejack?
Are you a stinky?
Are you stinky? Stinky little thing?
Pour milk on him, cereal.
He's a good boy. Not. They say cats mimic their owners. Do as I say, not as I do, Applejack. Are you ready to head out?
Yes, I am.
All right,
Thank you,
chat. That is going to be it. 3 hours and 50 minutes.
Nearly 4 hours. That's crazy.
That is wild. I've never seen that one. That one's cool. Oh, like a perspective book.
That's fun. Good
All right,
night.
chat. All right, chat. It is time to wrap up. I'm sorry we have to go,
It
but
was a good stream.
that's just how it's gonna have to be. And we will see you in the next one. It's only 24 seconds long. I have to play it again.
How dare you live your life? Oh, I know.
Yes. I am looking forward to delicious curry dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And we will talk to you all later this week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye. All right. Bye-bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.